Yo, what's going on, everybody? You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and we got a good one in store for all of the real ones. Some injured players returning to the lineup for the New York Knicks. I feel like over these last couple of weeks, the New York Knicks have showed the rest of the NBA, as well as themselves and their fans, that they are one of the deepest teams in the NBA. And with Deuce McBride returning to the lineup tonight for the first time in, 10 games at this point, the New York Knicks are getting closer and closer to being healthy. And when you watch this team while Deuce McBride was out, you saw Tyler Kolek show that he deserves to be a player that plays every single game and plays a lot of minutes in every single game. We also saw that Jordan Clarkson deserves to be a part of the rotation every single night. And we know that Deuce McBride, he is a damn good player. One of the biggest swing players on this team, in my opinion. He deserves to play every single night. So how do you play Kolek? How do you play McBride? And how do you play Clarkson every single night? I'm not sure. Tonight, it'll be a little easier since Josh Hart is out. He is going to miss the next couple of games with a lower leg injury. But when Josh Hart gets back, there's going to have to be a conversation, and I'm sure those conversations are already going on in the New York Knicks facility. And I'll just say this. I think a trade is coming for this team. I just don't see how you can play the core four plus Hart plus Robinson plus Kolek plus McBride plus Clarkson plus Shaman when he comes back. Yabusele's here. There's going to be a consolidation trade of some sort coming. We'll start going through some of those scenarios later on in videos on the channel. But we got the New Orleans Pelicans, the New York Knicks, ready to tip off tonight. Andrew Connell, get to watch a good team play some sports today.
Yeah, if you ever get reminded, or there's no way we can get complacent with how lucky we are to root for the New York Knicks, because we get reminded every single week when we do a New York Giants watch party just how bad it can be and could be. And any real Knicks fan knows how bad it could be if they were rooting for this team pre-Leon Rose. So now excited to be here, excited to get a chance to hang out with all the real ones again and be happy, not be rooting for the team to lose, be rooting for the team to actually win.
Starting lineups have been announced. It will be Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG Anuboby, Karl-Anthony Towns, and Mohamed Diawara. How did I mention all the players that were going to be in the rotation, Andrew Connell? And I forgot two. Mohamed Diawara and Kevin McCullough, Josh Hart Jr.
Yeah.
Both those players look like they're going to be a part of the rotation every single game. I think just pours gasoline on the fire of my thought that there is going to be a trade. I don't mind being the deepest team in the league.
It's a good problem to have. It's a very good problem to have. And we've seen it even right now. Deuce just coming back from injury, and Josh Hart has been out for a few games still with that ankle injury. So you never know who's going to be healthy. You might not have everyone healthy at the same time. I think some people have sometimes say in sports that these things have a way of working themselves out. But I want everyone to be healthy. And if they have a move where they think they can make the team better, as much as I love all of those 12 guys you just mentioned, I think they all bring a lot of things to the table. We don't know what's going to happen, but yeah, how could you forget Mike Brown's favorite player, Mohamed Diawara?
I kind of just think about it like this: Leon Rose, World Wide West, Brock Aller, Gershon Rosas, all those people in the front office, they don't sit on their hands, and they didn't sign Gershon Yabusele to their biggest contract this offseason to not have that money play. And I say money over the player. They are looking at that as $5.5 million in a trade. Mm-hmm. And then they're looking, how else do we add more money to that? Deuce McBride makes $4.5 million. You have maybe, if you want to trade Kolek, if you want to trade Carl, it could be anybody.
Yeah.
But Gershon Yabusele is getting traded. You didn't sign that player to that money and that contract to sit. And it looks like he has trust in Diawara to play 8 minutes. Looks like McCullough is gaining some trust. Shamet is coming back, and he is going to be a part of the rotation. Let's not forget what he did against Miami on that Friday night where he poured in 30 or whatever it was. Plays defense, works without the ball, is a good shooter. there is a lot of players that are deserved playing time. And I think the Knicks will always approach it as, if we can improve the players in the rotation by consolidating players in the rotation, I think they're always going to do that. Quickly and RJ for OG. Like, we've seen it time and time and time again.
Yeah, they are proactive front office. All those guys you listed out, they like to get ahead of potential problems, and especially guys that maybe either become free agents or be on expiring contracts, or just if they're not going to be able to re-sign a player down the road, they don't want to just lose them for nothing. So I'm sure they're looking ahead at who that could be, potentially those guys included in the trade. And like you said, especially with the Knicks kind of lacking a lot of flexibility with the hard cap and that second apron, those $5 million they're paying Yabusele, they look at that as wasted money if he's not playing. Yes. So they need to try and use that money to upgrade, and whether that's attaching a more attractive player like Kolek, McBride, whoever it is.
I mean, in theory, you take $5.5 million of Yabusele, you take $4.5 million of Deuce, you add those first round pick from Washington, which is really a glorified
second
2 seconds. Like, what does $10 million in 2 second-round picks get you? I might get you a pretty good player, especially when Deuce McBride is going in that deal. I don't know. Leon is always up to something, and we're less than a month and a half away now from the trade deadline, right?
Yeah, the thing with Leon, too, is it's probably whatever we're talking about, it's probably not what he's thinking. He seems to just kind of be ahead of the game and a lot of times make moves that –
I don't know. We've been pretty on the money on this channel over the years. The Bridges trade, OG trade, Hart trade. We've been pretty on the money, so we'll see. I'll have to tap in our bag and see what the trade market is out there. You can only trade for who's out there. Karl-Anthony Towns did a video 2 days before saying Towns was the only trade that made sense. We'll see. We'll see. We do know this game's going to be going on in a little bit, as is this sale for this awesome Slam t-shirt. I have this shirt in black. It's on sale right now in white, and you can get it at chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Slam Magazine, they did a feature on Jalen Brunson. I ordered it in the playoffs last year. I got this black t-shirt. They're running it back. White t-shirt. Jalen Brunson, King of New York. It's a pretty cool shirt. Fits good as well. Go get yours. chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Use that code CRYPTO and the shirt. You'll save $12. $45 is what it was. It is then $33. Excuse me.
I think that was right after Detroit as well, right? That's what that picture's from.
Some right around then. There was a cool OG and Anuboby poster in that magazine as well. I have the poster. I don't know what I actually did. Oh, no, the magazine came framed. I have that. Yeah, framed. I need to hang that up somewhere.
So, yeah, no, go ahead, take advantage of that. That's in the chat if you want to go ahead and take advantage of that deal, limited time sale. So let me get this out of the way before we go any further. Shout out to my brother. He got me this sweet shirt for Christmas. My brother Dan in town, my family in town visiting. So I want to get that out of the way before we get into any more post-game or pre-game talk.
What did you say?
Thank you. My brother. I want to get this out of the way. Shout him out. He got me this.
Oh, nice. I didn't hear anything that you said.
Okay.
I was reading something.
No, yeah, he family in town, and he got me this for Christmas.
Well,
so
that's a great looking Q-zip.
Thank you.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. I got an orange Knicks jacket similar to that. I'll have to wear it on a stream coming up soon. Check your Slack if you can. Marcus says, bro, Brunson was walking in Atlanta and Hawks fans were throwing water on him. I didn't see that. Yasser, yeah, you can order from outside the U.S., bro. You can. If it doesn't work, what you'll have to do is just read only the score every time.
Cool. I mean, nothing would be coming in yet, so there's not really a way to check that.
For them, it says it's not, though. Their games have started.
Okay.
I think, isn't there a drop down on the clock as well?
Oh, well, actually, let me just try using one of theirs, I guess, and see.
There should be an option on the clock or there used to be at least, where you could like drop down and select like 15-second increments, if that makes sense. I don't know what to do there, but we'll see what happens there. We'll try to get it figured out with them. Shout out to everybody in the building. 200 people watching. If you're ready to watch the New York Knicks beat up on the New Orleans Pelicans, hit that thumbs up icon for us. Got a little bit of technical difficulties going on, but we're going to make it work as we always do. My guy King Kenya just sent me a photo of him wearing his 2025 Cup t-shirt. Shout out to King Kenya, man. I freaking love that dude, bro. His last two pictures he sent to me, wearing the Giants Now shirt and wearing the Knicks Now NBA Cup champ shirt. Let's freaking go, King Kenya. Locked and loaded. Let's go, Nick. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to everybody in the build. Mads DA says, got a bad feeling about tonight's game. Possible upset? Look, it's the NBA. Anything can happen any given night. The Knicks are 8.5-point favorites in this ball game. I mean, again, anything can happen. You just played Saturday night. You had one day off. You're now traveling to New Orleans. I would be very disappointed if the Knicks lost tonight to the 8-25 New Orleans Pelicans. These are games that, Andrew Connell, I used to say when Tom Thibodeau was the coach that these should be I would name a random player that did not play under Tom Thibodeau and be like, we should be getting X person's minutes in the final 3 minutes. This should be a Ryan Arcidiacono game. That's what tonight should be. Tonight should be a Trey Jameson game. Okay. Tonight should be a game where the last player...
It's going to be Pacome.
Yeah, Pacome.ea. He's the new...
Arcidiacono.
Yeah. So, like, you should handle business. 8.5-point favorites. The other team has 8 wins. You have 9 losses. You should be able to dominate them. I want to give a huge shout-out to this guy. We got a 3-point goal. Seth Gross, bang! Give me some SGs in the comment section. Unbelievable. Seth Gross. Let's go. He says, I've been
buoyed.
What does that mean?
It's like kept afloat.
Okay, buoyed. Oh, like a buoy. Okay, I gotcha. I when I was at home, I watched the Stuart Scott documentary on ESPN. My mind read that as I've been booyah'd. I've been buoyed by the Knicks play this year and was always worried about how we would do against the West Coast teams. Golden State, Lakers, Nuggets, OKC. But I really think we may do well against them. What do you guys think? First off, Seth, thank you, man. You did not need to do anything today. Marty, you don't got to do anything today. What Giants Now chat and you two guys specifically did yesterday, unreal. Like, my boss called me into the office today, like, congratulating the channel, but it's like, I'm just thanking y'all. Like, what y'all did yesterday for the channel was awesome. I'm forever indebted to y'all. Seth, you're a legend. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you for the kindness and the generosity and the utmost support you always show, man. Seriously, it means a lot. When it comes to the Knicks, I firmly think they can win the NBA championship. There will be games where I don't feel that way, but I am planting my flag. I am not wavering. What I have seen from them over the past week and a half, I think this team has what it takes to win an NBA championship. I worry sometimes about Karl-Anthony Towns. Something that I've noticed is Towns plays better with Kolek and Brunson plays better with Robinson. And I'm going to do a show on it this week, diving into those numbers. I don't know them. That's what my eye test tells me. I think that was apparent in the game on Saturday against the Atlanta Hawks. I think when you have two offenses right there. You have the Brunson, go get a bucket with Mitchell Robinson crashing the glass, and a second offense of Kolek and Towns going to work. Like, that's another weapon that you have. And last year was a worry the Knicks couldn't beat the good teams. They weren't beating the Lakers. They weren't beating OKC. They weren't beating Boston. They weren't beating the Cavs. I think this team could beat anybody, and I think any team facing them in a 7-game series, they're going to have a lot to handle. They really are.
Yeah, I would say early on in the season, I felt like they could match up against any other team. The only team that had separated themselves was the Oklahoma City Thunder, but they have fallen back to earth a little bit, obviously still with a very good record. But The Spurs beat them, and the Knicks beat the Spurs. So I firmly believe now the Knicks can beat any team they play on any given night. And they're certainly among the group of teams that have to be the favorites for the NBA championship.
I think there's 3 favorites right now. Four favorites. Nuggets, Knicks, OKC, Spurs. I honestly, those are the only 4. Who am I missing anyone? I think those might be the only 4 teams. I guess Boston, if Tatum comes back and he's fully at health, and sure, but I'll still take us over them, just like we did last year. I just, something about this team feels special. New guy steps in, new guy performs. It's a Kolek night. It's a Clarkson night. It's going to be a McBride night. It's a Josh Hart night. It's a Bridges. It's a OG. It's a Brunson. It's a Towns. You're the best offensive rebounder in the NBA, and Mitchell Robinson. I saw a stat. Robinson is averaging 12-point-something offensive rebounds per 100 possessions individually. That's better than 22 teams in the NBA.
It's crazy.
One player is better than 22 teams in the NBA per 100 possessions at creating offensive rebounds. So to respond to what you're saying, Seth, yeah, I think it is different. And I think that this team is different. I think they're coached different. I think that they are gelling better. I think they've gotten some of those first-year hiccups out of the way. I think there was times last year you looked up and you're like, do these guys like playing together? Do they like each other? And I don't get any of those vibes at all right now.
Yeah, the first clear difference you have to look at just from a coaching perspective, which is the major shakeup for this team in the offseason, is we've seen Mike Brown trust some of these younger players a little more. We've seen Mohamed Diawara in an important game on Christmas get early minutes against the Cleveland Cavaliers, which is a top Eastern Conference opponent. We've seen Kevin McCullough get rotation minutes and show that he belongs as well. We've seen Tyler Kolek emerge as a key bench piece. Tom Thibodeau would have been playing less guys and not playing any of the younger guys as well, and playing the guys that he did play more and more frequently. So, listen, like, the true test is going to come later on in the season, whether or not there are going to be games, whether or not the playoff rotation tightens. There's going to be games where they need some of these guys who have gotten real regular run over the course of the regular season, and they're ready when their moment does, or they do get called upon, their moment does come in the postseason. We saw it a little bit more with veteran players, but guys like DeLon Wright and Shamet were not really regular rotation players during the regular season last year. Then they called upon them against Indiana, and those guys did make an impact, but a little different with the younger players, first, second-year players that we're seeing now under Mike Brown.
Yeah. Agreed. I'm excited to see what this team can be, how they can continue to grow, because there is still, in my opinion, ways for them to get significantly better. And I don't mean that by adding external players. I mean by ironing out the details and being better as a perimeter defensive team and being less streaky of a shooting team and finding a way for Brunson and Towns to maximize each other. I don't necessarily think that is something that is happening right now. And the Knicks, I don't want to say are winning in spite of that, but they are. I don't think that anyone would say that Brunson makes Towns better and Towns makes Brunson better. I think that was the thought when you made the trade, but I think we saw, even when Andrew brings up the Indiana series last year, when were the Knicks at their best? When it was Towns and 4 defenders around him. That second quarter bench unit with Shamet and with DeLon Wright. Like, you're still trying to work out that two-man duo. So, yeah, there we are. Make sure you check on that Slack, trying to get that figured out. Shout out to you, Seth. You're a legend, my man. Seriously, thank you. Mads, $2 super chat. Thank you for tuning in and supporting the show, listening to you guys, and watching Monday Night Football on TV. Let's go, Knicks. Yeah, Seth, if you told me I didn't have to watch the Giants game on Sunday, I probably wouldn't watch it. Yesterday was, I don't want to say like apathetic, because like I did feel something, but man, I'm pretty numb. I'm pretty damn numb to the New York Giants at this point. Like, what was there to get all worked up about yesterday? They're a terrible football team. They're just not the worst in the NFL. Congrats on being the 31st best team in the NFL. I'm not going to argue with people that say that win mattered. Sure, you could say that win mattered. I don't think it did. I don't think there are such thing as culture wins in year 4 of a regime when you don't even have a head coach. Just last year, we saw the New England Patriots not play Drake May in Week 18. Doesn't matter what you do in Week 18 and Week 17 when your season is over. Doesn't affect the next year. I'm happy for Jackson Dart. I'm happy for Abdul Carter. I think it's good for those guys to get to win in the moment. In the moment, it's good for them. That win's not going to affect how they prepare in training camp. That win's not going to affect how they play against the Cowboys in Week 1 on Sunday Night Football next year. Like, you can't tell me that. Can't tell me that. And for the people, well, it worked out. We got Dart and Abdul Carter. It's like, okay, well, if you thought those two guys were the truth and wanted them the whole time, you could have just traded down from 1, got to 3, took Abdul, and then traded back into round 1 and still had leftover picks. So, like, just because the result was right doesn't mean the process was right as well. Just like sometimes when the process is right, doesn't mean the result is always going to be right, if all that blabbering makes sense.
I think it makes sense. Yeah, Giants, listen, we could talk about the Giants and all the things they've done wrong. We could do a 5-hour stream and probably not have enough time. And that stuff will be coming your way. So if you are a Giants fan and for some reason you are not subscribed, go ahead over there. Giants Now by Chat Sports. We'll be covering everything that happens this offseason. Coaching search, potential GM firing, NFL draft, free agency, all that over there.
Let's go. Marcus says, I'm not watching this game because I'm going to be at MSG December 31st. Plus, I know we're going to win. Wish us a good game, though. Let's go Knicks. I'm excited for the game on Wednesday. Knicks Spurs.
A chance at them?
They're going to be motivated. They're a young team that probably took that loss pretty personally. And I know that Wemby is one of the most competitive players in the NBA. He's going to want his lick back at the New York Knicks, and it's another good litmus test. It's another opportunity for the Knicks to see where they stack up against maybe the best team in the NBA. Like, sure, you could talk about the Thunder being the best team, but Spurs have beat them 3 times this year. I think we got to put some respect on their name. Miles McBride is going to be back from injury tonight, and that's going to be a major boost for this New York Knicks basketball team. Andrew, prior to him getting hurt in that game against Orlando, he was on fire.
Yeah.
Like his last 8 games, maybe it was his last 8, then a game, then he got hurt. But we used this on a show. There was an 8-game stretch where this guy was averaging 15 points per game and shooting 50% from 3.
It was
getting up 7.5 threes a game.
Yeah, you just knew when he let it go. You felt good about the likelihood that it was going to go in. I mean, obviously a short sample size here, but that is a ridiculous shooting stretch. 15 points a game for a guy who comes off the bench. We all know how important Deuce is to this Knicks team, and he's a team that can take them to another level. And I personally hope they don't trade him. I know that he has a lot of value, and a lot of teams might want him, and he's on a great contract. I'm sure Leon would only make that move. He felt he really elevated this team's ceiling. But this guy is, I think, a lot of people's favorite player. He's a fan favorite. He gets cheers on the road from all Knicks fans. And it'll be interesting to see if he picks up where he left off, or he may need some time to kind of get back into a groove.
Do they play the minutes slow? Is he out there for maybe 15 minutes tonight and then 18 minutes on Wednesday, then 20, or like, what are they going to do? Like, you can't take Tyler Kolek out of the rotation either. Him in his last 7 games, like, he's been a needle mover. 11 points per game, 5.7 assists, and he's shooting 47% from the field and almost 41% from 3. Like, he needs to play every night. McBride needs to play every night. Clarkson needs to play every night. Robinson has to play every night off the bench. That's 9 right there. How do you not play Kevin McCullough tonight after what he did on Saturday night? The Knicks have a lot of good players right now that all deserve minutes, and it's a good problem, but a tough problem that Mike Brown has to solve.
Yeah, and I think it's an interesting point when you bring up the idea of maybe slow playing and easing McBride back into the lineup. You have the luxury of doing that because of guys like Kolek and Clarkson that you mentioned, where you don't need Deuce to come in and immediately go back to playing potentially 20, 30 minutes in a game that they need. You can really kind of let him get his feet under him and slow play that return. Kolek has, I think, you talked about it last week. Nobody really saw this coming. Everyone, even if you were Tyler Kolek's biggest fan, I don't know if you could see some of the things we've seen from him coming in terms of his being able to play off the ball, being able to catch and shoot, and kind of being able to, in a sense, be that energizer when he comes in the game. I just think he's been. I mean, you talk about there's a lot of guys you could say this about. The most important guy off the bench for the Knicks recently, and a guy that maybe they weren't necessarily counting on to start the season that has forced his way into becoming one of their more important players.
And I want to continue to see when Kolek is on the floor, I want to see him playing with Karl-Anthony Towns. That game on Saturday, and I get it, the Atlanta Hawks are not a good basketball team. They ran that pick and roll more than I had seen it run this entire season, including last season as well. And no one loves Jalen Brunson more than me. I don't have anything negative to say about him outside of the fact he misses some clutch free throws. Kolek is a significantly better passer and sees the passing windows a little bit better. And it was pocket pass after wide open lane, throwing it down for Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, he came out of the screen, ball there, one dribble, 1-2, throw it down. Like, I think that goes hand in hand with Towns shooting 18 free throws on Saturday as well. When he plays downhill, he's better, and I think Kolek allows him to play downhill a little bit more. When I think he plays with Brunson, it's outside to in.
Yeah, and it's interesting if that's an intentional thing by the Knicks or just kind of Towns playing off of Brunson's feel. Listen, they're both great players, and like you said, Jalen Brunson is one of the best players in the NBA. There's nobody that can argue that Tyler Kolek is more of a traditional point guard than Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson, more of the kind of modern NBA point guard in which you're going to score first. Tyler Kolek is a better passer than he is scorer, and that's where you have the opportunity to feature Towns and really feed him the rock, and it kind of opens up that lane a little bit. Brunson obviously probably going to look for his shot first off of any pick and roll. Tyler Kolek able to look and get Towns going, so it's like you said, they have those almost two completely different offensive strategies, and that's not a bad thing to have a team have to be able to defend multiple and prepare for multiple different things. We'd obviously love to see Towns be just as effective with Brunson as he is with Kolek, and maybe there's something that he can kind of learn from that as well, and they can incorporate that more into when they're playing together. Kolek kind of just unlocking those new things and the way they're playing defenses, but a lot of it may also have to do with the way they're defending Tyler Kolek versus the way they're defending Jalen.
And we've even seen them play together, and the results be very positive. Like, how many times did you see the Knicks go on a run when it was Brunson and Quickly on the floor? And then it was Brunson and McBride on the floor. And now Brunson and Kolek. Like, there is enough evidence out there that makes a pretty solid case that Brunson is at his best when there is another ball handler on the floor. Allows him to play off the ball. How many times have I told you guys over the last 3 years? Jalen Brunson is the best off-the-ball guard in the NBA. He's the best catch-and-shoot guard in the NBA. Best spot-up guard in the NBA. He's also the best ISO guard in the NBA, right up there with SGA. Like, allowing him to be able to tap into all of those bags, raise ceiling. And that's what you want. That's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And it'll be like something to monitor if we see the Jalen Brunson maybe look to get Towns involved a little more and look to kind of unlock that offensive style and strategy that they've kind of uncovered here with Tyler Kolek. But either way, good thing to be able to attack teams different ways depending on what the kind of defensive personnel a team might have. And there's some games where Towns may have the better matchup, and that way you look to feature him more and you bring Kolek in and play them together. We'll see. We'll see how New Orleans does tonight and which lineup and which duo may be more effective.
I kind of want to see Brunson, Kolek, and McBride on the floor. We've seen Brunson, Kolek, and Shamet, or Brunson, Kolek, and Clarkson on the floor at times. I want to see Brunson, Kolek, and McBride. I know you're small there, but you have.
I mean, you could double big with that as well.
They have done that, yeah.
Maybe run a little. I'm even thinking you run a zone on defense potentially with that and kind of play that 3-2 outside of the paint so you don't get that defensive 3-second. Mitch and Towns on that low block. I don't know if there's a chance. I'm sure Mike Brown's talked about and discussed whether or not it's worth it.
Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the building. 400 people watching. We are moments away from tip-off here in New Orleans. Is this the Smoothie King Arena? Is that still the name?
I believe so, yeah.
Shout out to Smoothie King. Last time I had them is when I had my wisdom teeth pulled.
Not sure I've ever had indulged in Smoothie
King. Well, if you're a smoothie guy, it's pretty damn good. If you love the Knicks and you're ready for this game to get going, give me some LGKs down in the comments section. Shout out to my guy Mark, Seth Gross, BX Bangin', NY Reppin' says, Yo, Marsh, got my Cup champion shirt in the mail today. Let's go, bro. Shout out to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. I saw my guy King Kenya got his shirt as well. I think every piece of merchandise that this channel and Giants channel has ever put out, King Kenya owns. He's an absolute legend. If you want to shout on the show, give me some LGKs in the chat. Saw my guy, the Bronx boy, in the building. What up, VP? What up, brother? Robert Wright, what's good? Joey DeLuca, how's it going, brother? Shout out to you. Got a lot of real ones in here. Sublime Jeps, what's up? Mark, let's go, let's go. Jace, Stone Grooves, Kyle, what's up, Kyle? Yeah, glad to be back, man. I enjoyed my time back at home, hanging with the fam. That was a lot of fun, but we're about to turn it up a notch here on Knicks Now. We'll do the game today. We'll do the game Wednesday. I think they play Friday and then again on the weekend. Those games we will not do. But after that, when we get to January, starting January 7th, Wednesday, January 7th, it is full speed ahead, and we're going to be doing every game that we possibly can. If I got to miss a game for something, probably the only reason that we'll take off. But Wednesday, January 7th, until the last game of the season, where the New York Knicks hoist the Larry O.B. We're going to do every single one of those games.
Ready to see it.
To the best that we can. Maybe miss one for Easter when I go home or something like that, or when I go to the Combine. But TBD for the game on Monday the 5th against January. That could be a big day in New York Giants land.
The Pistons.
Oh, yeah, Pistons. What did I say?
You said against January.
Against January. Exactly. My mind is all over the place. All right, we're getting rolling here. It's going to be the core four in the starting lineup. Brunson, Bridges, Anuboby, Towns, and Mohamed Diawara. Miles McBride is back from injury. He will come off the bench. Josh Hart is out due to injury. Brunson will start. Knicks wearing their white uniforms. The Pelicans wearing their black. The Knicks come in as 8.5-point favorites against the 8-win or 9-win Pelicans. As Diawara, post and toast, driving across the lane and laying it up with the left. I think we've learned that Mike Brown really likes Mohamed Diawara. He believes in him. He sees the potential. He trusts him. And I don't expect him to just be taken out of the rotation here. As that top of the key jumper for New Orleans is no good.
Yeah, Diawara's confidence has kind of continued to grow. He's become more aggressive game after game.
Brunson off the screen finds Towns. Towns redirects Diawara. 3 from the corner. Mohamed Diawara. All 5 points are in his pocket. And Saddiq Bey catches it on the rim as he got to post up the smaller Jalen Brunson. If Diawara could be a player, that takes this team to another level. Towns trying to post up on the smaller guy. They'll throw it into the corner to OG. His three's off the mark. Rebounded by Zion. He'll bring it up and get it to Murphy. Murphy, one of my favorite players in the league. He'll drive, left-hand lay. Good. High off the glass. He could do just about anything on the floor. As Brunson answers quickly, coast to coast, and smoked a layup. Laid it up with the right, couldn't get it to fall. Jeremiah Fears, the rookie. He'll find a trailing Saddiq Bey, who lines up a 3. And the Pelicans on a 7-0 run. 7-0 run. Bridges. He'll try to drive and create. He'll kick. OG, same spot. Same result. 0-2 from 3 as Anuboby, both coming from that left corner. Diawara with the steal. He's got one man to beat. Into the lane. Smoked the layup. Oh, my God. Oh, Mohamed Diawara everywhere. Couldn't get that one to go. Saddiq Bey into the lane, stops on a dime and pulls up from 9 feet to get it to go. I've always kind of hoped that Saddiq Bey would be a Knick one day. Another Villanova player.
I was going to say, yeah, okay, don't count it out, I would say. You never know.
Brunson gets a screen from Towns, hesitates, gets to the block, reverse pivot, throws up the mid-range shot, gets it to go, and the foul. Jalen Brunson in his bag, looking to complete the three-point play. Brunson was unreal in the game against Atlanta, especially down the stretch. It was a sight to see, man. He's as good as they get. I don't know when we'll see another Knick as good as him. As there will be a dead ball here, it looks like, as the Knicks cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, they say the word culture changer gets thrown around a lot, but Jalen Brunson has been that for the Knicks. Ever since he's been on the team, they've kind of lost that losing stink that evaporated over the franchise for 20 years or so. And doesn't matter who else is out there on the court. When Brunson's there, you know the Knicks are going to have a chance to win. One of the most consistent, steady players, and glad that he's our captain.
Murphy for 3, good. Knicks not defending the three-point line. Something that's kind of bit them in the butt all year long. Knicks down by 4. Brunson inside, finds Anuboby. His shot from 1 foot out is blocked. Ball is loose, and Queen, with the rebound. Loose ball stolen by Diara. Brunson up ahead to Towns. Towns finds open Bridges underneath the rim. Nice play there by Towns. A little creative one-hand pass. Knicks cut the lead to 2. Fears on the right side, guarded by Bridges, gets into the lane, playing off 2, nowhere to go, good defense. Kicks it out to Bey. Bey driving on Brunson, and he's fouled. You could see early on that New Orleans has a game plan to go at Jalen Brunson, especially with Saddiq Bey, and he's kind of at his way to start. 7 points for Bey already.
Yeah, with that. If that's the matchup for Brunson, that's going to be tough. There is a size disadvantage there trying to match up with Bey.
They're a big team. Fears, Bey, Murphy, Williamson, and Derek Queen.
He missed the free throw, so I want to get those BDLs going in the chat. Ball does not lie. Yeah, Derek Queen, been the exciting rookie for the Pelicans so far, a guy who they traded up for.
Bridges to bring it up the left side. He'll hand it off to Brunson, then get it right back. He'll have it on the right wing. Fires into the corner. Oh, geez, already shot 2 from there. And he shoots another, and he misses. 3 from that left corner. Rebound by Murphy. He'll bring it up. Brunson guarding him. Murphy, step back 3. No good. Rebound by Towns. He'll advance it into the front court here. Towns, dribble hand off to Brunson. Guarded by Bey. Has it at the top of the key. He'll launch it 3, and it's good. Jalen Brunson pick it up where he left off as he ties this one at 13. Give me some 11s in the chat. Zion driving on Towns. Shuts it down. He'll recollect, drive, fouled. Ball does not fall. He will go to the line for 2.
That's interesting. The game's been going on already. We haven't called Williamson's name yet. He hasn't been gotten going. They've kind of been featuring, like you said, Bey on Brunson there, but hard to talk about the Pelicans without talking about Zion Williamson and kind of just his impact, positive and potentially negative ways when he's not on the floor he's had on the franchise since he arrived in New Orleans.
Zion misses the first. Type those BDLs. Type those BDLs as Zion misses his first free throw. He's got one more coming as we're tied at 13 with 7:53 to go. My guy Creed in the building. What up? Zion knocks in the second. Knicks will bring it up. Brunson to do so. Guarded by Murphy. A little zone it almost looks like, or just a very, very switchy man. Towns, top of the key, hands off to Diawara. New Orleans switches. It'll be Bey guarding him. 5 on the shot clock. Diawara, pull up 3. Good! Mohamed Diawara! Leon Rose, did he do it again? 8 points for the rookie. Williamson driving on Anuboby. Pulley ball. Misses the shot. Rebound by Anuboby. Good defense by him. Had the game-winning steal on Saturday. Towns off the bounce for three. No good. Brunson battling for the board. And it's poked to Jeremiah Fears. He'll push. It's 4-on-3 for New Orleans. And Fears misses the layup. Diara with the board. Up ahead to Brunson. To Towns. And he's fouled. Missed the dunk. But he'll go to the line for a pair. Oh, helter-skelter right there. Towns appears to be a little shaken up. He got fouled and then blocked by the rim. Probably should have thrown that one down at 7 feet.
Yeah, he gets shaken up about once a game. Obviously, you never know whether or not he's been lucky to avoid any sort of major injury to this point. But, yeah, Knicks need him if they want to accomplish their ultimate goal. But, I mean, how do we talk about anything without talking about Mohamed Diawara so far? Those Pascal Siakam comparisons may have been underselling him a little bit with the way he's playing right now. Confident in that shot that he's knocked down 2 of 2. A nice little aggressive move to start the game. You could still feel him. I think his handle, you watch, he got the ball out quickly on that break.
That was a good pass.
It did not look like he had a good control over that handle if he needed to kind of push it up the floor by dribbling. But you just see the potential there, and he's starting to make more good plays than bad ones. Every once in a while, you'll still realize that this guy has some developing to do, but wow.
He looks good, man. I mean, I think it means something when your coach believes in you.
Yeah.
And I think we're seeing that unfold.
Something that happened behind closed doors over the summer during runs or practices or workouts or whatever. Obviously, Mike Brown and the Knicks saw something in his tape and his film to draft him and use that selection on him. But they believed in him even when the results weren't really coming on the court early on in the season. They gave him a couple chances, but they never stopped throwing him out there and starting to figure it out a little bit. And it's just like you said, we talked about early in the pregame, the Knicks keep just finding guys, and going to be a good problem to have when you have too many guys to play. Obviously, you need to kind of set a regular rotation because guys need to kind of know what their role is, know what to expect. At the same time, you want to maintain that lineup flexibility and the depth, but it's going to be hard for all these guys to keep playing well if they don't all get regular playing time.
Looks good, man. I mean, he is well ahead of what I thought he would be. I didn't even really anticipate him being a part of this team. I kind of thought it would be Diara year one all over again, and maybe we get some from this year, but man, it doesn't matter who hits and what picks hit. I mean, if you told me you would have picked Diawara in the first round last year, and this is who you're getting in year two, I think we all would have signed up for that as well.
Absolutely, and yeah, that's it. I mean, that's all. It doesn't matter. Just got to get them right as they're showing the highlights again. And I mean, that was a contested three. That
off the bounce.
Yeah,
he looks like an NBA wing.
Yeah, physically, he's got all the tools, the size, the length, starting to knock down those jumpers as well.
He flexes the defensive ability at times too. Like
it's he has the chance to be a special player, and I think. Listen, I'm sure they saw it in practice and stuff for the reason he would get become a part of the rotation. But the longer that he continues to do this, the more his teammates are going to keep believing in him as well, and that's only going to help his confidence, and it's just going to keep kind of snowballing in a positive direction.
Towns to the line after he was fouled on the dunk. He'll get the first one to drop. Knicks extend the lead to 3. Saddiq Bey got it going early for New Orleans. Diawara has 8 of the 17. OG's missed 3 threes from the corner. A lot of offense here to start. Like to see the Knicks settle in on the other side of the floor as we get closer to that second quarter. Second free throw for Towns is also good. Knicks up by a deuce, 18-14. Queen to bring it up for New Orleans. Kind of acts as almost like a point forward. I mean, he's a good player. They hit on him in the draft. They'll post up Bey versus Diawara. Gets him to the front of the rim. Bey with a push shot. Gets it to go. I'm a big fan of his, man. Yeah. I am. That injury, I think it was 2 years ago, that cost him all last year. He's a good player and someone that I think I want on this team. Towns, top of the key, rip through, puts it on the deck, attacks, gets it to go. Towns with a layup off the square, extends the lead back to 4. Queen, he'll walk into a 3. Late contest, missed it. Towns with the board. He'll find Brunson, playing with a little bit of pace. Going to set up a pick and roll with Towns. He'll use it twice. Has it on the left wing, into the lane, high off the glass, no good. Towns gets the board, and he was blocked on the putback. Queen will gather the loose ball. Murphy up ahead to Bey in the corner for 3. Good. Saddiq Bey.
Wow.
Showing why he wants to be a part of this Villanova Knicks team. He's up to 13 on the night.
Something about those Villanova guys.
Bridges, drive, kick, Diara for 3. Good! What you can do, I can do better. Mohamed Diawara with 11 points. Give me some 51s in the chat. That's got to be a career high. Queen, handoff, Bey, trying to create against Anuboby. Gets to the lane, and he's fouled. Where were you for the Mohamed Diawara game?
I didn't expect to be tuning into a Diawara versus Saddiq Bey one-on-one going back and forth matchup tonight. It's just been good play and good aggressiveness, good shot making by both of those guys. And Diawara, I mean, it's just unbelievable. This guy, not out of nowhere, but kind of out of nowhere at the same time. I mean, he can't miss. 3-3 from beyond the arc, and if he puts it all together, which he's kind of doing, scary sight for the rest of the league.
Bingo, exactly. Darshawn Davis, what up? We're starting a new streak, as in a new winning streak? Yeah, I'm down for that.
Knicks coming off a few wins, but
gets both to go. Knicks still up 2. 5:15 left in the quarter. Ariel Hukporti is subbed in for Towns. Yabusele is subbed in for Anunoby. Didn't play at all on Saturday. And Yabusele immediately catches it in the corner and is called for a travel. I get it. I know Mike Brown is trying to give Yabusele a chance. There's just other guys that deserve it right now a little bit more, in my opinion. Jordan Poole into the game for New Orleans, his first season there. He'll drive and kick. Bey on the right wing, going to put it on the deck. Attacks Brunson. Redirects into the corner. Jordan Poole for 3 is good. Knicks have been a step slow on the perimeter defensively. Brunson brings it up. Has a crease. Pulls up from the foul line. A bit strong. No good. Rebound by Murphy. He'll bring it up himself. He'll get it to Bey. Into the corner. Poole. This time from the left side. No good. An offensive rebound for New Orleans keeps the possession alive. Murphy driving, creating. Bey will try from the left corner. Good.
Wow.
Saddiq Bey with 16 first quarter points. Call it 18. Knicks have 23. Bey has 18. Brunson drives, layup, no good. He's forced the last 2 shots. Let it come to you. Bey in the corner, jab step. Blows by Yabusele. Reverse layup. Missed it. In fact, he even got that off, and it was that close. Brunson with the board. Up to Diawara. Lays it up and in. It's the Saddiq Bey versus Mohamed Diawara game. 13 points for the rookie. Murphy off the screen. Gets to the elbow. Hits the trailer. Is that Kevon Looney? It is. I've always loved Loonbug. He'll get it to Queen. Queen against Yabusele. Swings to Murphy. 5 to work. Murphy drive. Kicks to Poole. Extra pass. Saddiq Bey for 3. Good.
Oh my God.
Is he going to miss?
What are we watching right now?
Is Saddiq Bey going to miss? An 11-2 run for New Orleans. On the back of Saddiq Bey. He's got 21. Bridges drive. Pull up midi. Good. Jordan Poole. A bit slow on the contest there. Easy work for Bridges. Poole the other way quickly. He'll try to create drives. Blocked by Hukporti. Oh, they call foul. Hukporti, I thought, climbed the ladder and sent that shot the other way. The refs did not agree. They're going to call a foul, and Poole will go to the line for 2. I mean, somehow, some way, Saddiq Bey keeps finding himself wide open, and he keeps making every shot. Has not missed.
Yeah, maybe the Knicks should just pick him up, guard him, know where he is at all times, because right now he is on pace for a ridiculous stat line at this point, and he is close to outscoring you as a team. I mean, 7 of 8, 4 threes. It's not just the shooting, too. We've seen him get whatever he wants in the lane. He's driving. He's hit a few nice little short turnaround jumpers. He looks like an all-star out there right now. Knicks are making him, and like part of it, don't want to take it away from him. He's hitting the shots, but he's getting great looks as well. Knicks aren't really doing anything to slow him down. And New Orleans is smart. They're finding the hot hand, and they're just going to keep riding that hot hand until he proves that he's going to stop making them. While we are at a commercial, I want to let you guys know about this Jalen Brunson t-shirt available. It was $45, now it's $33. It's on sale, limited time only. Get it at chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Make sure to use that code CRYPTO, otherwise you won't be able to get that deal. We'll put that in the chat for you right now. It's also in the description of the stream if you want to go ahead and get it there, chatsports.com/Brunson. Right now, $12 off. Want to support the captain and rep him with the little signature celebration, Slam magazine as well. Go ahead and get that. Don't miss out.
Obviously, he doesn't always play like this, but he would be perfect for this team.
Proving what he's capable of, that's for sure. And listen, he may never have a quarter this good ever again. I mean, 21 points with still 3 minutes left. I believe the record is Klay Thompson, 30-something in a quarter or something like that. I don't know.
It's possible.
He's got plenty of time, and whatever the strategy was against him coming into the game, scrap it, come up with something new, and I hope that's what they're focusing on during this timeout. If you want the Knicks to stop Saddiq Bey, this is the only chance they're going to have to win this game. Go ahead and smash that like button. We got 700 people in the building, only 157 likes. Those are rookie numbers. We need all the help we can get to try and stop Saddiq Bey. Go ahead. It's a free way to support us. Get more Knicks fans in the stream. We can all chop it up and watch the game together. Let's try and get to 200 likes at 158, about 42 away. 711 people in here. If you want the Knicks to win, we should have 711 likes.
Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Smack that thumbs up icon. Helps the show grow. Would really, really appreciate it. Do it now. Right now.
Don't jinx it.
Don't be the one that jinxes it. 2:59 left. Jordan Poole to the line. He knocks in the first. Feels like it's the first non-Saddiq Bey point of the night.
Yeah.
Get a body on that guy. Poole's second free throw also good. Knicks down by 5. 3 minutes to roll. New Orleans in the bonus, so it'll be free throws after fouls for them the rest of the way in the quarter. Clarkson checks his in. And as he does, he drives, kicks to OG. He'll drive and kick. And he finds Yabusele in the corner for 3. Guerschon Yabusele says, I can do that too. Would be huge if that guy could get back to playing like the player that he is. Bey to the foul line, kicks it out. Murphy for 3, no good. Rebound by Anunoby. Up ahead, it was deflected. I think it was deflected off of Nick. It was. It'll be a turnover. It'll be a turnover. I agree, Seth. A little early. 1 day off plus a flight. See if they lock in here. See if they lock in. Is 81? What does he have? 21? Is he going for 84 tonight? Breaking Kobe Bryant's record, Saddiq Bey? They're going to have someone else score. Poole off the bounce. Has it on the left wing. Guarded by Yabu. He'll take him to the foul line. Rip through. Foul baiting. And he gets it. That was disgusting basketball.
Yeah, Jordan Poole doing whatever he can to try and get the bucket there. Yabusele falling victim. you would have loved to see him get a stop there, string a few good plays together, get that confidence up. And listen, I don't think the Knicks want to trade Gershon Yabusele. They didn't sign him to trade him. They signed him because they thought he could add value to this basketball team. And I don't think after a rough start they don't believe that that player and that caliber of player is in him. But
running out of time.
Yeah, we're now more than a quarter of the way through the season. And
if he's not ready by the trade deadline, he's gone.
See ya. So
his team's winning trying to win a championship. Fired a coach that got him to the Eastern Conference Finals to do so. Not holding on to Yabu. He's got a chance to earn his minutes. Coach still giving him opportunities.
Yeah, I think they still believe in him, and whether it's they want to see if he can rebuild his trade value, or they want him on the Knicks, he's got that opportunity.
As Brunson drives and he's fouled. Is Mitchell Robinson playing today?
I have not seen him
Interesting
yet.
that Huckporty and Yabusele would come in before him. Oh, he's out. Josh Hart, Landry Shaman, and Mitchell Robinson are out.
So good opportunity for guys like Yabusele and Huckporty as well.
That's on me. I missed that before the game. I was so excited about Deuce. Brunson, second free throw, good. Mitch is out. Yes, that is correct, Yahoo and Tony. Appreciate y'all. That's on me. I should have known. Hawkins for three, blocked by Anuboby. Recovered in the backcourt by Poole. They'll find Bay for three. He missed it. Rebound by Williamson, and he throws it down. He missed it on purpose. That's how good he is. Brunson off the screen, finds OG, top of the key, swings to Clarkson. He'll have it on the right side, drives on Hawkins, gets him to the block, now the front of the rim, and he's going to be fouled on the jumper. I really thought Hawkins was going to be a stud in this league. Still could be, but, man, he was good on that UConn team, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always – a lot of times it's surprising when a great college player doesn't translate over, and obviously there's major differences between the game. But, when you can shoot, when you can do certain things and those skills are there, you often think that's going to translate over. And, yeah, still a young player with time to prove it, and he's getting a chance with New Orleans. So
Clarkson knocks in the first. So no Mitch, no Josh, no Shamet tonight. Deuce is active. See when he gets put in the game. I think we might be getting a Deuce and Kolick backcourt to start the second quarter. Zion on the right wing, guarded by Brunson. Knicks look like they're playing zone. He'll drive and kick, swing extra pass into the corner. Bay off the bounce, mid-range J, no good. His rocket ship is returning to earth. Clarkson up the right side, 60 seconds left. Finds Yabu in the corner. Good! Gershon Yabusele! 2 threes for him. It's the Yabu and Diara show. Jordan Poole from way downtown. Wow. That looked like he was back in Golden State. 45 and rolling here in the first quarter. Knicks down by 2. Brunson will cross half court with 40. Guarded by Hawkins. Creed, you're a legend, bro. Give me some C's in the chat. Brunson, one-on-one. Bump. Fall away 2. Should have been a foul. Didn't call it. No good on the bucket. New Orleans to push. Poole attacks. Falls. Kicks. Swing. Bay. Drive. Layup. Up and in. Brunson slid in for the charge. Didn't get the whistle. Then Yabu's pass was stolen. He rolled it to Brunson. Horrible play by Yabusele. He's hit 2 threes. He's been called for a travel. He turns that over. Come on, Yabu. Shot clock turned off. Poole, step back 3. No good. Rebound. Knicks will lose the first quarter, 41-37.
So go ahead, type your grade for the New York Knicks in the first quarter in the comments below. And while you guys do that, we have to take a look at this guy.
I give it a, you scored 37. Offense, I give you a B+. Defense, I give you a D. So what do you get, a C?
C+.
C+. I don't even know if I would go that high. Creed, he gets an A+.
We got a 3-point goal. Creed, bang!
Shout out to Creed. Give me some C's in the comment section, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Creed. Says, bring me Bay.
Creed.
Let's go.
Creed.
Shout out to Creed. That's my guy right there. Bring me Bay. Creed, how long have we been saying it?
Yeah,
6'8" wing. Not the best defender, but a capable defender. Not the best shooter, but a good shooter. And I think we saw that he could create a little bit for himself off the bounce. Kind of returned to earth a little bit there. Hopefully he stays on ice the rest.
He's showing all the tools in the tool belt right now in that first quarter. Like you said, the guy was able to get to the rim, get some easy shots, knock down on a bunch of threes. I mean, it was only a matter of time before he started missing some shots. But, yeah, bring him in, add to that Villanova connection in New York, and just a two-way player with all the ability in the world and a guy that any team would probably want. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see if New Orleans continues to struggle, the likelihood of them moving on from him. I know there's a guy they traded for from Detroit. I don't remember exactly when that trade went down and how long he's been with New Orleans, but New Orleans obviously having a tough season.
Vasquez says, what team wants Yabusele? That's a good question. Obviously, I think the Knicks would have to add Sweetener. I wouldn't be shocked if we wake up one day and it's Yabusele and McBride going out and somebody coming in. 2-for-1 swap. I don't know. I was told the Knicks are actively shopping Deuce. So, again, who knows? But that's what I was told.
Yeah, and you hate that, and I think it's probably them just realizing they may not be able to afford what his next contract's going to look like and trying to capitalize on his value now. But it's hard to say you're looking to build the best team possible while you're getting rid of Deuce McBride, but I don't think they would just give him up unless they thought it was a move that could potentially make the team better.
Yeah, Deuce is a legit piece. I think that tells you that the Knicks believe in Kolek, the Knicks believe in Clarkson, the Knicks believe in Shaman as their three guards off the bench, and if they can get a wing, I don't know. Second quarter underway. Williamson drives, layup no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Bridges into the front court, finds the trailing Towns. Towns back to Bridges in the mid-range. Lost the dribble, was able to poke it to Kolek. Kolek now working in the mids, gets into the paint, playing off two, pump fake, fouled. Can't get it to go. I saw a wild stat that Karl-Anthony Towns this year on trail threes is shooting like 19%. I know it didn't happen on that play, but that's what they were setting up.
Yeah, a shot that he is kind of known for, and I think you would think would be a big part of his game. You've seen him take so many and attempt a lot of them, and they kind of just a microcosm of overall. He hasn't been shooting the way he would like to this season from three, and the guy who's called himself the best three-point shooting big of all time, the best shooting big of all time, he's got to start knocking down more shots to really play his best ball and unlock his full potential as Kolek knocks down that second free throw.
Towns hasn't been shooting the ball the best this year. Zion, handling on the right wing, hands off to Hawkins. He'll pull up, 18-foot jumper is good. Not a lot of defense for either squad in this one. Knicks back down by 5. Kolek, dribble handoff to Clarkson. Clarkson right back to him. Here comes the pick and roll. Kolek and Towns. He'll give it to him. Cat, pump fake, drive, floater, blocked. Zion, he sent that one the other way. Emphatically, that was disgusting.
Yeah, I saw that play, and I was like, who the heck is that? And then I realized they got Zion Williamson on their team, and his he was about almost waist high with that basketball when he blocked it from Towns.
Kolek throws it into Clarkson. He'll hand it right back to him. 4 seconds to go. Kolek into the lane. Finds OG. Extra pass. Clarkson gets it off. And it's going to be an air ball. Not enough time there for Clarkson to collect and fire. Would have liked to seen just OG pump fake, put it on the deck, and then fire that one.
Yeah, you have to wonder if OG with the slow shooting start, maybe getting in his head a little bit and trying to make that extra pass.
Zion to handle. Guarded by Anuboby. They go to the same action. Hand off to Hawkins. Now it's denied, and then the pass is stolen by Anuboby. Knicks have numbers. Kolek to Clarkson. Corner three. No good. Rebound by OG. He'll find a cutting Kolek. Swing to Towns. Pump fake. Relocate. Swing. Kolek. Good. Beautiful ball movement. Resulted in a left wing three for Tyler Kolek. Play the game the right way. Good things are going to happen. Hawkins trying to answer. Drive. Drop off to Zion. Finishing over Towns. Knicks quickly into the front court. Clarkson on the left side. Defended by Williamson. Trying to post up OG. They'll get it to him. He's going to be fouled. Can't get it to go. I don't know if that's a flagrant, but that definitely was close to the neck head area. I do like the quick realization there that OG was guarded by a 6'3" guard, said, mouse in the house, stuck his paw up and said, throw it here.
Yeah, we saw the Pelicans run that in the first quarter with Bey and Brunson guarding him. Knicks had to do the same thing, take advantage, and it gets OG shots here. And listen, I don't want them to call. I think they call the game a little softer than they should, but the way they call it, guy getting grabbed around the neck, would have imagined they would have looked at that, but Hawkins kind of catches OG, and I guess they just let it slide.
OG knocks in the first. He'll also knock in the second as the Knicks are down by 2. Anunoby, 4 clutch free throws on Saturday to close that one out, then stole the inbound pass. He'll have to guard Zion here. He doesn't do a good job. Zion walks his way to the cup and lays it up and in. Mike Brown will take a timeout as they want to talk about that.
Knicks looking to step slow defensively to start this game, as we're now about 2 minutes into this second quarter. Haven't seen much resistance on a lot of New Orleans drives to the hoop, whether it's Bey. Now it's Williamson getting going a little bit. He's not a guy you certainly want to let get hot and get into a zone. They really must miss Mitchell Robinson's rim protection, and when he's in there as well. And yeah, no one really protecting the rim for the Knicks right now, and they're not getting defense on the perimeter. These guys are getting in there, and they're not getting any rim protection as well. And we've seen New Orleans kind of be able to get whatever they want on offense, whether it's shot at the rim or drive and kick. And Bey was knocking down threes in the first quarter. And New Orleans shooting 53% from the field, 50% from downtown. Not a good recipe if you're the Knicks. And the Knicks, despite shooting the ball well their own, trail because they can't stop a nosebleed right now.
Yeah, they got to tighten it up on defense real quick. A little too easy for them.
Been a little bit of an interesting game, both sides. Saddiq Bey obviously was the story of that first quarter, 23 points, 8 of 11 from the field. Right now, 4 of 5 from downtown. We've seen Williamson the last couple of possessions obviously get going. He is a dangerous player and a guy you don't want to really take over a game. He has that ability. Jordan Poole adding 10 points as well. So I think you look at that, that's pretty much all of the New Orleans scoring right there. Got to stop those guys. Those guys can all score, and they're doing it to the Knicks right now. For the Knicks, the story of that first quarter was Mohamed Diawara. He had 13 points. Have not seen him in a few minutes as well. Tyler Kolek's come in, made some nice plays. He's got 4 points. Jalen Brunson up to 8 points on the afternoon, 3 assists, no turnovers, doing a good job. Karl-Anthony Towns been a little more, seems like they've been kind of more intentional about trying to get him shots so far in this second quarter, as you mentioned, with Tyler Kolek in. Him and Towns having that nice chemistry. Right now he's at 4 points, 3 assists. So Towns seeing the floor well, and 4 rebounds, filling up for that void for Mitchell Robinson out. OG Anunoby did get to the line there, knocked down 2 free throws, but a slow shooting start for him. We saw him miss 3 straight threes from the corner. Have to wonder if that made him hesitate on that one that ended in a shot clock violation for the Knicks. And another thing to note was Yabusele knocking down both of his three-point attempts. 2 turnovers, though. That's been something that he needs to clean up, and we've kind of seen him do repetitively. We'll see with the Knicks bringing the ball up here. Kolek taking it at the top if they can clean it up and go on a run here.
Kolek, top of the key, drives, left-hand scoop, blocked. He wanted a goaltend, not going to get it. New Orleans to push. Zion, layup, knocked out of bounds. And they're going to say that's Knicks basketball. Miles McBride checks him for the first time in what seems like 3 weeks.
And New Orleans will maintain possession.
I was going to say that was off the Knicks. Looney, top of the key, hands off to Poole. McBride chasing him around. And Poole will draw the foul, and he gets the jumper to go from 17.
Knicks just kind of steaming a step slow tonight, not really putting up much resistance against this New Orleans team. Poole doing a little bit of leaning there, getting the call on McBride. Deuce just into the game, and unfortunately Poole will get the N1, and he'll be at the line.
Yeah. As Kevin McCullough is checking in, a deep rotation again tonight for the Knicks. Kolek to bring it up. He'll get it to Towns. Into the corner to OG. Pump fake drive. And he'll throw it down. OG and Anuboby gliding through the air in New Orleans. And he'll stuff that one off the baseline. Missed a couple of shots from that corner this quarter, or this game. Zion trying to answer. Drive, and he's going to be fouled by Towns.
Shout out to everyone, man. We got 800 people in the building watching some Knicks basketball with us. If you are not subscribed to the channel, we are 96 subscribers away from 83,000 on the road to 100K subscribers. We really appreciate it. If you're a Knicks fan, we are about to start doing every single Knicks game starting next week. You want to be notified when these watch parties come out. You want to see daily Knicks videos as the Knicks are hopefully going on a championship run. Lock us in, hit that subscribe button, and join us for the rest of the season as with the Giants season ending, we'll be ready and to start focusing and dialing in on these Knicks. New Orleans knocks down both free throws.
As McBride from the corner, no good. He was extremely money from deep before the injury. McCullough guarding Zion. Pick and roll. Drives, and he finishes on Towns. Wow. Towns played very physical on Saturday as he launches a three, gets it to go. Good answer there from him. He has looked relatively soft in this one, trying to defend Zion, and I get it, that's tough. Zion again goes right back at Towns. Bully ball. Towns fouls him again. Yeah, Towns ain't ready for smoke today. He looks soft. He ain't ready for that.
Yeah, Williamson.
I mean,
oh.
Yeah, the prior play, Zion kind of elbowed Cat in the face, and then Cat lets that linger for 2 possessions, and then he plays horrible defense the next time down. Well, what's the saying? The refs benefit the initiator. Like,
always get the second guy.
The guy who brings the physicality usually gets the whistle. Towns will have to sit down. He's racked up a couple of fouls here in the last couple of minutes. Already 3 first-half fouls for Towns, and we've only been and then he looks at Mike Brown saying, "What do you want me to do?" It's like, bro, don't foul. Like it's pretty simple. These are the games where you don't know. You just don't know with him. I mean, 3 fouls in 10 minutes.
At least had those 2 back-to-back right there as the Knicks have kind of allowed Zion Williamson to get into a little bit of a groove, and he was feasting on Towns there. We'll see if he can take advantage, and who on the Knicks will start picking him up now with Towns out of the game as Anunoby drives and he heads to the line.
OG going to the line. Slow start for him. Missed 3 corner threes, but had that baseline drive and flush and aggressively attacks the rim there, and he's rewarded by the whistle. Knocks in the first free throw as well. Let's go, let's go. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up icon. Almost 1,000 people in here. Appreciate everybody stopping by as OG throws in the second free throw. Jordan Poole to handle. It's Kolek, Yabusele, McBride, Anunoby, and McCullough. Murphy for New Orleans. Off the bounce. Mid-range J, no good. Rebound by Anunoby. Here comes Kolek. Kolek to OG. Euro step. Gather. Layup. Missed. Got his own miss. Throws it down off 2 with 2. OG Anunoby bringing some physicality to the game now. Cuts the lead to 4. Timeout New Orleans. He is a very capable player of attacking the rim. I want to see it more.
Yeah, when he gets in that painted area and within a few feet of the basket, he's got that big frame, those long arms, and an explosive athlete. He's hard to stop. And when he goes to I love how he goes to dunk every single time. He's not going to try and lay it up. How many times do you see OG Anunoby lay it up when he's inside the paint? When he gets into the paint, he gets off 2 feet, he tries to throw it down, and I don't feel like we see OG get his shot blocked ever, really. So I think that is a concerted, it's an intentional thing by him, and especially on a night where he's kind of struggling to shoot the ball, 0 of 3. You love to see him attacking the rim, and hopefully it's get him going, and once play a little inside out and start knocking down some of those three-point shots.
Agreed. It opens up his offense, especially when you miss the first 3 threes you take. It kind of recalibrates you a little bit, get you locked back in. Knicks need him to continue to be aggressive. My guy, I'm just Nino in the building, says, yo, what up, Marsh? Happy New Year. May you exceed all the goals you set in 2026. Man, major shout out to you, bro. That's my guy. You may hate us, but you can't leave us, and I never want you to. Thank you to you. Same to you. Happy New Year to everybody. Not officially there yet, but a couple of days away. We'll actually be live on New Year's Eve for Knicks vs. Spurs, so tune in and support and be there.
Yeah, I mean, Knicks cannot take this lead over New Orleans, even with them shooting 8 of 14 from beyond the arc. They haven't been able to knock down too many layups, it looks like, as they're only shooting 48 from the field. And they're losing the battle on the glass as well, really feeling Mitchell Robinson's absence. They're going to now rebound to 17 to 13.
Yeah, going to need to rebound as a team today. Nobody is capable of recreating what Mitch does, but it's got to be everybody. It's got to be all hands on deck.
Yeah, and I'd like to see a little more, I don't know, just intensity on defense. Maybe the Knicks have gotten used to having Mitch there to kind of clean things up. We're seeing the Pelicans really be able to drive, just blow by their man and get to the rim. And right now they're facing no resistance, and that's why they're shooting over 50% from the field.
Karl-Anthony Towns made 17 free throws on Saturday. I didn't get to read the rest of the trivia question. That's on me.
Said who holds the record for, I think, most free throws by a Knick made in a game.
I'm going to go with Melo.
I feel like it's
maybe someone older. Knicks get a steal there. McBride to push. They'll swing it around. Kolek on the left side. Pick and roll to OG. He'll find him. Swing into the corner. Deuce! Missed it. Still looking to find his sea legs. Coming back from an ankle injury that held him out for at least 3 weeks. Queen throws it into the corner to Bay. He had an unreal first quarter, 21 points. He'll make the extra pass. Fears he'll throw up a UFO. Nothing but air there. Even looking like he was on Bourbon Street last night.
Again, McBride, interesting to see McBride on Bay right now, giving him the tough test right back into the game, but Bay has not killed the Knicks in the second quarter.
OG kind of running the offense through OG. This is quite the 5 on the floor. OG, Deuce, Kolek. As Kolek, top of the key 3, no good. Offensive rebound by Yabu, keeps it alive. He'll find Kolek to OG, right wing 3, no good. He can't find the distance from 3, 0 of 4 from there tonight. But, yeah, interesting five. Kolek, Yabu, McCullough, Deuce, and OG. Queen, drive, layup, no good. Good defense by Yabu, but he can't grab the board, just slaps it. As Huck Porty will check it from Anuboby. What is this five?
A weird five got even weirder. This is, wow. What do you think? This was maybe the third team, other than McBride, maybe the third team in preseason, you think, training camp, running these guys out here? I guess Yabu maybe a top 10 guy, but I'm going to guess and say they didn't practice with this five too much.
I don't think this five has played a minute all year long. As Kevin McCullough takes a charge, trying to do anything he can to stay on the floor. An unreal game on Saturday for the second-year pro out of Kansas. Did things very similarly to a guy like Josh Hart, where he did all the little things. Not nearly the athlete or the attacker of the rim as Hart, but I will say maybe a more confident shooter. 6 minutes and rolling in the half. Kolek, pick and roll, has his pocket picked. Turnover. Fears up ahead of the pack. Smoked the layup. But Trey Murphy puts it down with a stuff. Are they going to call offensive interference there?
Yeah, I think that got waved off. Whatever the call was, that dunk by Murphy wasn't it. They may still, maybe it was off, or maybe it was something
defensive goaltending, maybe?
Yeah, because they're counting that basket.
McBride, drive, pull-up elbow jumper's good. 58-54. As Jalen Brunson walks to the scores table. Fears driving on Kolek. They'll play one-on-one. Backs him down at the block. Good defense. Nowhere to go. He'll have to give it up. Messi for New Orleans puts it on the deck. Hands off to Bay. Bay off the bounce. 5 to Cook. He'll drive. Playing off 2. Step through. Fouled. Counted and 1. Kevin McCullough unable to stay in front of the white-hot Sadiq Bey as he continues what I guess would be on pace for a career game. 25 first-half points. Sadiq Bey off the screen. They double him off the screen. Returns to one-on-one. Spin move, step back, pump fake, step through. They must teach that move at Villanova.
And Sadiq Bey's career high is 51 while playing for the Pistons in March of 2022. So, hey, he's on pace right now and to exceed that. But a guy who obviously has the ability to put the ball in the hoop because now he's up to 26.
Knicks down by 7 after he knocks in the free throw. 61-54. Brunson and Bridges check in. So it's Brunson, Bridges, McBride, Huck Porty, and Yabu. Huck Porty, top of the key. Dribble handoff to Deuce. Deuce, guarded by Fear, swings to Bridges. He'll put it on the deck. Dribble handoff to Brunson. He'll fire a 3. No good. Left it short. Rebound by Messi. Here comes Fears. He'll attack out of the pick and roll. Throws into the corner to Murphy. Good closeout by Brunson. Murphy will try to take him. Great defense. Forces a tough shot. No good. That's great defense by Brunson right there. Body in front of him. Body in front of the offensive player in the rim and didn't let him go where he wanted to. Bridges, drive, kick. Brunson, 3. Good! Making plays on defense and offense. They said he wasn't a two-way player.
Yeah, looking like one right now. Probably guy you'd want to start your franchise with.
Queen backing down Yabu. Fall away 2. Back iron, no good. Rebound by the Knicks. Here they come. Down by 4. Trying to close the gap before half. Brunson off the bounce. Guarded by the rookie. Takes him to school. Into the lane. Left hand layup up and in. He's not ready for that. Timeout New Orleans. 61-59. Jalen Brunson would not be denied by the rookie Jeremiah Fears. He got stuck in that bag, and Brunson pulled out a deuce. Man, he is one of the best downhill players you will ever see at 6 feet tall. It's unreal.
Yeah, he almost plays. He's got the footwork of a big man. When he gets in there in the low post, he's able to cook anyone who's guarding him. Size doesn't matter. A guy you don't see get his shot blocked too often, and Yeah, Captain's getting hot right now. You want to support him, go get this T-shirt. It was $45. Now it's $33. Chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Make sure to use that code CRYPTO if you want to get that deal. This is a limited time offer, so don't miss out on it. We'll put that in the chat for you right now, and it's also in the description of this video. You want to go ahead, support Jalen Brunson. He is hot right now. Go ahead and get this shirt, chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. But, yeah, starting to heat up. We saw him kind of sit down for a little bit as the Knicks are – Mike Brown seems to be lineup experimenting right now, and this is maybe part of the Knicks maybe not using a traditional load management strategy, but maybe on some of these games they want to try and give some of their players a few less minutes as they're in a tough part of the schedule right now with that NBA Cup run. And but Brunson picking up where he left off, right back in the game.
2 years ago today. 30,000 subscribers on this channel. Almost 3x in 2 years. Shout out to y'all, man. Bay on the left wing, guarded by Diara. He'll take a three. He'll miss. Rebound by Zion. Goes right back up with it. He'll miss. Tapped up by Looney. Recollected and missed by Zion. Out of bounds off the Knicks. Creed says Mike Brown didn't play Keon before. Why would he trade for a guy he wouldn't play? Talking about Keon Ellis from the Kings.
Yeah, there was an earlier comment that said I heard Deuce for Keon Ellis.
That doesn't make much sense for the Knicks. You're going to trade Deuce, you want a different position. You have a log jam at guard. You would trade Deuce for a wing or a big. Fears into the lane, push shot up and in. Creative for the rookie right there. He's a good player. I really liked him in college.
That Zero Fears jersey, pretty tough.
Yeah. 24 points in the paint for New Orleans. Outscoring the Knicks by 10 in the paint. Not something you want to see. 3:13 left. Brunson guarded by Fears. Takes him into the paint. Fall away two. Got it. Jalen Brunson giving Jeremiah Fears his welcome to the NBA moment. 15 points for him. Williamson, drive, baseline, reverse with the left. Good. Zion Williamson, man. When he's good, he's tough.
Yep, taking over in the second quarter a little bit after Bay carried the Pelicans in that first.
Brunson to Bridges, back to him. Fears extending the defense to the logo now. Brunson off the bounce, top of the key. He's got that bounce in his step. He'll throw it up to Huck Porty, and he's fouled. Brunson doesn't attempt the alley-oop pass all that often. You put that one on the top shelf for Huck Porty, and I believe they're going to call a foul that will send Huck Porty to the line for two.
Yeah, not much you think Jalen Brunson can really do better than he already does. But if he has the ability to add that lob pass in consistently with teams thinking that he's going to float it up because he's so good at that floater, it could create problems for defenders and big guys trying to figure out whether he's shooting, whether he's passing, what he's doing. And with a guy like Mitchell Robinson that the Knicks have, you would think they'd be able to kind of get that going with the lobs to Mitch, a guy who no one can really meet at the rim.
Knicks make a couple substitutions. OG and Diawara check in. Brunson inbound to Bridges. Bridges past OG. He's going to be fouled on the ground, but the Knicks are in the bonus, so Anunoby will take a trip to the stripe for two.
And we'll see coming up on right now 2.5 minutes left in this half. Can the Knicks close the half out strong and try and take the lead by halftime? They're down 4 right now. We'll see if the Knicks can make a little run here.
First free throw for OG is good. 11-man rotation in the first half.
Yeah, Mike Brown getting a lot of guys out there, and I don't know. We've seen some guys get going, some guys struggling a little bit. We'll see in the second half he tightens it up based on who's played well.
A worry for me is you play too many guys, and then some guys can't show what they can do in limited minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to want to get into a rhythm. You got to get into a rhythm when you're playing basketball.
This is one of the more disappointing Kolek halves of late. You didn't get to play all that much. Anunoby off the rebound, coast to coast. Can't be stopped. Won't be stopped. Lays it up with the left off the square. Knicks tie it at 65. 2 minutes left in the half. Looney, handoff, Poole for three. Wide open is good. Knicks were slow on the perimeter there. New Orleans on fire from three to start this one. Brunson, he'll fire a three. Air ball. Wow. Rebound. Out of bounds, I believe off of New Orleans. They'll say it's Nick ball. 12 seconds left on the shot clock as they will inbound on the baseline. What's up, OG? Happy holidays, brother. Hope you had a Merry Christmas and happy holiday season. Good to see you in the chat, bro. The refs will talk. I think that was off New Orleans. And they say it is. Brunson will throw it in from the left corner. He'll find OG. Pump fake. Has room. Drive. 1-2. Missed. Rebounds loose, and the Knicks can't grab it. New Orleans secures, and they'll push. Murphy up the left side. 90 seconds left. They'll go back to Sadiq Bey, guarded by Brunson. The Knicks send a double with Huck Porty. He finds a cutting Murphy. Jump stop. Layup up and in. Bridges to bring it up the left side now. Knicks were down 5. They tied it. They're back down by 5. They've been trailing most of this half. Brunson, skip pass to Bridges. Finds Diawara. He'll fire a 3. Good! Mohamed Diawara! And it's his 4th 3 of the game. 16 points for the Rook. Hasn't missed from downtown. Give me some 51s in the chat. Zion, drive, hanging, hitting. He is a force of nature. When he has his mind made up, he wants to go to the rim. OG, he'll go to the rim and won't be denied. We got some NBA action now. 40 seconds left in the half. Knicks down by 2. It's been a lot of offense in this one. Murphy, drive, jump stop. Goes at Huck Porty, misses. But nobody boxes out Kevon Looney, and he cleans it up for 2. 27 seconds left, 19 on the shot clock. Brunson will handle. Gets a screen, guarded by Zion. He'll kick it to Diawara in the corner. Redirect to Bridges, swing to OG. He'll drive baseline, gets to the rim and throws it down. OG Anuboby playing like Zion Williamson this quarter. 16 points in the half. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Zion off the bounce, drive, left hand lay. Fouled. Go to the line with 2.5 left.
Yeah, Williamson, when he gets downhill, he is tough to stop. And Huck Porty looks like he paid the price on that one.
Huck Porty was leaking blood. I couldn't tell if it was from his nose or what, but that's the second time tonight that a Knick has caught an elbow from Zion Williamson on his forceful drives to the cup. Huck Porty will go directly to the locker room. His right hand is full of blood as he holds the towel up to his nose with the left.
Yeah, Williamson is dangerous. Not a guy you want to voluntarily get in front of. When he's going downhill, sometimes you see guys make business decisions, get out of the way. And he is kind of in a groove right now, being able to be aggressive, drive to the hoop, and OG Anunoby doing a little bit of the same this last 2 minutes for the Knicks. OG overcoming that slow start from 3 to drop 16 points in the first half. It's a good job. You know your shot's not falling. Don't keep forcing it. Try and see the ball go in a few times. Try and pick up a few easy baskets. And he's kind of been the engine for the Knicks in this second quarter as they still cannot find a way to get out in front of New Orleans down 2 as New Orleans should be at the line here after that foul on Zion. And while we have some time, you got to shout out Mohamed Diawara, man. Sat down for a while, came back in, just picked up right where he left off, knocked down that open 3. I don't know, man. He is he's earning a lot of fans tonight, that's for sure.
Is this being challenged?
Yeah, that was a long injury timeout if that's what it was. OG talking to the official about something.
I guess they're cleaning blood off the court. Brunson talking to the ref saying he's using his elbow. Isn't that a foul?
Yeah, Zion Williamson already a tough enough player to stop. He doesn't need to gain any benefits from the officials, especially if he's able to kind of muscle and physical his way into the rim. We've seen two people, like Marshall said, catch elbows, Towns being the first, not injured on that play as far as we know, but Hakporty bleeding after trying to defend Williamson. Knicks may have to switch up who they're putting on him and try and do someone else to slow him down. 17 points and the chance to add 2 more right before halftime. They're really working on that court. I guess there was a lot, something.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Zion, the guy whose career, and maybe a guy who maybe hasn't had the career that many expected coming into the league as one of the most hyped prospects and number 1 overall picks in recent memory. It's been a few years now, but injuries have held him back big time. He's dealt with some conditioning drama, weight going up, weight going down. He's been subject of trade rumors for New Orleans for a while, a guy that once many people thought the Knicks would try and target. But we're seeing tonight when he's at his best, he's still unstoppable and still a valuable player. And who knows what the future holds for New Orleans as they're struggling a little bit. But you could do worse than trying to build around Zion Williamson as long as he can stay healthy.
Knicks will go to trade Jameson with Ariel Hakporty in the locker room. That'll be the 12th player to play in the first half for the Knicks. Saw my guy CPJ in the building. What's up, bro? Shout out to my guy CPJ.
Zion knocks down the first, up to 18.
Misses the second. Ball don't lie. Rebound by OG. He won't get it off in time. We will go to the locker room with the Knicks down 75-72. I'm going to run to the restroom real quick if that's all right.
Yeah.
And I'll be back in a second.
Nah, you can't. You can't go. All right. Get those BDLs in the chat. Ball don't lie. And then after that, give your grade for the Knicks in that second quarter. They head to halftime only down 3 points. For me, I go with a B-. I mean, nothing really. It could be in a worse spot than they are, but they still cannot manage to wrangle that lead away from New Orleans. And they slowed down Bay a little bit, but then Williamson got going. We saw Poole obviously drop a few buckets as well, and the Knicks just seem like a step slow defensively tonight. They're just not executing at a high level. Obviously, anytime you give up 75 points in a half, that's not exactly a hot take. But when you're scoring 72, you're going to be expecting to be in the lead when you get to halftime, and they're just not there right now. And There has no rim protection. We saw Towns pick up a couple fouls trying to guard Williamson. We saw Hakporty get injured where he was bleeding trying to guard Williamson. So, yeah, I think I'll go B-. I mean, they got 72. They go up 75. A little bit of a mixed bag there. But I would like to see the Knicks come out strong in the third quarter and try and really take the lead over a team that you would think are head and shoulders better than. Obviously, we've talked about a lot of the pieces that New Orleans have. For some reason, they're struggling this season. And the Knicks missing, obviously, Mitch, Josh Hart, and Shamet. But this is a game where you'd like the Knicks to win, and you'd like them to win in convincing fashion. Shout out to everyone in the chat. We got GCat going F. We got Ivo. My bad if I'm mispronouncing it. With a B. GCat F. Vic going with a C-. CTY with a B. DC with B. Defense. Yeah, defense is rough. Nicholas with a C. Shout out to B-Con with a BDL. King Kenya with a C. B+ from Darrell. C- from Tony and C from Shy. We got Greg with a C. Terrence with a B-. Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I don't know. Just felt like a clunky half. I think there was a lot of fouls as well. We saw a lot of both teams at the line quite a bit. Just kind of a slow-paced game despite a lot of the offense that was going on. Just feels like one of those games in the middle of the season where both teams are kind of just maybe a little checked out and a step slow with the scheduling. We'll run through some stats here, start with these team stats. I mean, not surprising seeing some of these shooting percentages here. When you look at the scoreboard, 75-72. Both teams shooting 50% or better from the field, 40% or better from downtown. And the Knicks have actually done a pretty good job at the line, 93, an area that they potentially had room to improve so far this season. Getting killed on the glass, though. 26-18, you're losing that. 9-4, you're losing that offensively. Done a decent job taking care of the ball. 15 assists to 4 turnovers. So that's not killing you, but you're not really stopping anyone right now. We talked about Williamson a lot at the end of that half there. He was really a force for New Orleans in that second quarter. 6 of 10 from the field, kind of getting whatever he wants, not even attempting a three-pointer, so he's just focused on attacking that rim. And a force on the offensive glass as well, 3 offensive rebounds. A guy that you've already let get going, and you don't want to let him get into a groove because he can take over a game. And Saddiq Bey obviously had that strong first quarter, not as much in the second quarter. Still hit a few shots there, but at 26 points, he's on pace for a career high, 9 of 13 from the field, 4 of 6 from beyond the arc. And then the last guy from New Orleans would be Jordan Poole as well. He's got 16 first half points, a guy that you know is capable of scoring, and a guy that was able to get to the line a little bit as well. Those 3 guys really are the driving force of New Orleans in that first half. You got to figure out how to slow those guys down.
I don't love, and I get it, excuse me. I don't love how it's a 3-point game where the Knicks are losing and the Knicks have made 10 of 21 threes compared to 8 of 19. The Knicks are shooting 47.6% from 3. New Orleans shooting 42, and you're losing. I get it, extremely close. I always think it's a bad thing when you win the 3-point battle and are losing the game. Way to look at that is why? Points in the paint for New Orleans, 32 points for them, 20 for the Knicks. 9 second chance points for New Orleans, 5 for the New York Knicks. 31 total rebounds for New Orleans, 22 for the New York Knicks.
Yeah, I mean, that was something as I was kind of just giving my thoughts on the game as well. As
Or 18
they have
points.
kind of struggled defensively, and they're not. They just look a step slow, not protecting the rim. And you look up at the scoreboard, they gave up 75 points and a half. There's not too many things you're doing right on that end of the floor, and especially you'd like to feel better about a half where you score 72 offensively. They need to pick it up. They just seem a step slow, and they're not.
I think all 3 Towns fouls are when defending Zion.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's become clear that that's just not the matchup, and the Knicks need to try someone else against Williamson. And he's looking to get to the rim. Hasn't attempted a 3 tonight. He's 6 of 10 from the field. He's getting foul calls as well. I don't know if you double him, try and make someone else beat you, but right now Williamson kind of took over that game in the second quarter.
The Knicks' worst lineup of the night played 3.8 minutes. Yabusele, Diawara, Huckporty, Brunson, and Bridges. They scored 6 points. They allowed 14.
Yeah, we saw Mike Brown experiment with a lot of different lineups in that first half. What was it, 12 guys played with Jamison getting in at the end there for that rebound? That is a lot for an NBA basketball game. You see most NBA teams probably use a 10-man rotation, sometimes some teams even a 9-man rotation. Mike Brown giving a lot of different guys an opportunity to play tonight against the Pelicans, but sometimes that does more harm than good, and we've talked about the Knicks kind of taking a long-term view of this season. We've applauded Mike Brown for using a lot of different guys as well, giving guys the opportunity to get into games and get meaningful minutes. But you don't want that to start affecting some of your regulars when they start getting less minutes. And we may be seeing a little bit of that so far in this game. We still didn't get a chance to run through those Knicks stats. I mean, Jalen Brunson had a lot of good moments in that first half. Obviously, 15 points, 4 assists, 5 of 12 from the field, 2 of 4 from 3. Like clockwork, he is statistically doing a good job. We've seen him. I felt like it was very much like the Knicks were intentionally going to one person at different points in the game. It felt like there wasn't really a lot of sharing the ball. It was, okay, we're going to focus on getting Brunson some buckets early on. And then we saw Diara kind of get a lot of shots. And, yeah, you want to feed the hot hand. And then in that second quarter, it was kind of seemed like OG was attacking the rim every single time. Towns a little bit before that, before he left with the fouls. Would like to see a little bit more diversity in that offensive approach. Obviously, you want to, if a guy's got it going, you want to go ahead and keep him while he's got the hot hand. But I just feel like it was a little bit predictable at times offensively. It was good to see Deuce back out there. He got some minutes in that second quarter, hit one basket, missed 2 threes. He was defending Saddiq Bey in that second quarter, and that was Bey did not have the offensive output in the second quarter that he had in the first quarter. So Deuce back to doing what he does best, which is locking guys up.
Shout out to my guy Johnson, you in the building. I think he's at the game today. Yeah, sitting courtside, Smoothie King Center.
Yeah, he was. I saw him before the game, asking us to start the stream, and we were talking with Big Justice on the phone actually. So that's why we were a little late to start the stream. I wanted to tell him that, but obviously, didn't get the chance to. But now he's back. That's why.
Brings up a good point. Man, Cat has been so off the last few games. Yeah, last game he had 36 points, 15 rebounds, really off against Atlanta. But on Christmas, he was not good. And the game before that, he was really bad against Minnesota, 40 points and 13 boards.
I did see someone bring up in the chat that Bridges hasn't really gotten going yet, and he's a guy who is prone to disappear and a guy that they didn't really make a concerted effort to get the ball to in that first half. But when you play 12 guys, not every guy's going to get going offensively.
I was just typing this out. Rotation's too deep tonight.
Yeah.
Rotation's too deep tonight. Clarkson, 5 minutes. McBride, 5 minutes. Kolek, 6 minutes. Yabusele, 11 minutes. Huck Porty, 11 minutes. I think you can kind of see what the Knicks are dealing with. Clarkson, guard. McBride, guard. Kolek, guard. Hart, guard wing. McCullough, guard wing. I think a trade is coming. Kolek, let Kolek play and trade Brunson. Johnson, that is a take. That qualifies as a take. I will agree.
One of the takes of all time. But, yeah, people pointing that in the chat as well. Giving 75 points up to a team that has 8 wins. That's not a good recipe for success. Certainly not. Forget who it was. Was it Seth potentially? You said the Knicks potentially playing down to their competition right now. And yeah, they should be separating themselves.
Let's lock in, play 24 minutes of defense.
Yeah, get the win. You want to play around with the lineups. We get that. We've applauded Mike Brown for giving guys opportunities, but a lot of giving everyone an opportunity almost that's healthy in that first half. Maybe focus on dialing in this win here down the stretch. You don't want to, quote-unquote, play with your food a little bit, but obviously taking this opportunity against the Pelicans to experiment. And they've done some good things offensively, 72 points and a half. The defense ain't working.
Tony says, Johnson, you are smoking crack. Well, that's a bit aggressive, but accurate. Someone asked me in the chat what my dream trade is in season. It's Giannis. I think if you add Giannis Antetokounmpo to Jalen Brunson and the depth this team has, I think you can win it all. That's my dream trade in the season, Giannis.
I think all that we heard when this Giannis stuff really heated up, I think it was maybe a month ago at this point, and if you want the Knicks to trade for Giannis, go ahead, like the video. We're 18 likes away from 300, but the Knicks are showing maybe they have a better trade package for Giannis than some team, whether it's people who cover the NBA, writers, people around the Chat Sports office saying that the Knicks can't offer a competitive package for Giannis. We're seeing all these guys that the Knicks have prove they are capable NBA players and contributors.
And you might have more depth after a trade than you initially thought. Too.
Yeah, that's true. Another angle from that as well. But the Knicks rookies and young players who are A, cheap, and B, proving they can play, whether it's the Knicks plan to use those and give up some of their more proven pieces, or they are looking to get some of those younger, more unproven pieces to be more attractive than other teams. There are a lot of ways to kind of slice this when you look at some of these guys playing well, which is a good thing, but I do think, yes, you cannot certainly move forward playing 12 guys a night.
It's December. I get it. But yeah. OG said the Knicks wait on the Giannis trade. Yeah, I think in the offseason, it only increases the value of their outgoing trade package. I'm not banging the table saying the Knicks got to go get Giannis right now. But if there was a trade I would like to see them make that I think is realistic, it is Giannis for me. Tell me right now, if they call you up and they go, Cat, one of OG and Bridges for Giannis and Bobby Portis, throw in Kolek and
seconds?
Yeah, I mean,
sprinkle a few seconds on top.
I don't want to lose any of those players, but I also would be pretty interested in adding a top 5 player in the world next to Jalen Brunson.
Yeah, like you look at it, and we talked about it before the show, the Knicks are one of the top teams in the NBA and one of the true title contenders. That doesn't mean you don't want to stop trying to make this team better than it can be, because you want to be the best team possible. You want to be the favorite to win the NBA title. And if you can get Giannis, that might elevate you into that stratosphere. And there is something to be said about don't fix what ain't broke. But at the same time, it's not really too hard to see how adding a guy like Giannis makes the Knicks, at least raises their ceiling, makes them a better team. I mean, would Jalen Brunson and Giannis be the best two-man combo in the NBA?
Yeah. My guy Adam Yilda says Dante ? Look, I love Dante DiVincenzo. I hope one day he returns to the Knicks. I just don't think a trade at this point for him makes all that much sense. Got to get to about $13 million in salary. How do you get there? Yabu makes 5.5. Bridges makes, or McBride makes 4.5. That's 10. You're still 3 away, and then you'd have to. You can't do 4 players for 1. Are you trading Mitchell Robinson for DiVincenzo? I'm not.
Yeah.
The pieces just don't fit all that well. The trade pieces right now. I'd love to have DiVincenzo back one day, but right now it doesn't make sense. Here we go. Second half underway. They'll play through Sadiq Bey. Had an unreal first half. He'll throw it cross court into the corner to Queen. Queen drives back to Bey in the corner, and he'll miss. Rebound by Bridges. Up head to Diawara. He'll take 2-on-1. Left-hand layup. No good. Love the confidence and the athleticism and the ability to get that shot off. Just couldn't lay it up and in. Bey to drive. Stolen. Active hands by Bridges. Knicks have numbers if they want, and they don't take advantage. They're going to post up Bridges. He'll kick into the corner. Brunson missed it. It's one he doesn't miss too often. Queen into the front court. Dribble hand off to Fears. 2 rookies. Look good for New Orleans. Wins have not followed, but they are talented players. Fears trying to work on Diawara. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out to Queen. Queen. Mid-range J over. Towns is good. I just need a little bit more on defense from Towns right there. A little bit more than that. I think we need Lonzo Ball personally. Really? Why? Why do you need Lonzo Ball? You got Tyler Kolek. And he's a lot more injury. Lonzo Ball, huh? I don't see that one. I don't see that being a need.
Guy who's struggling this season, Lonzo Ball. Yeah, I don't think that's the upgrade the Knicks need right now. And we talked about how their strength is the guard position. If anything, they're probably going to deal a guard to try and strengthen either get a wing or get a big. I
mean, you're down at Mitchell Robinson tonight, and Yabusele has played 11 minutes. That's a problem. As the Knicks turn it over and Zion runs it out for a dunk. You're down 1 big man, and you're having to have Yabusele and Huck Porty play 22 minutes. The Knicks answer in transition with an Anuboby layup. 79-74. I think a big man that could play the 4, play the 5. Maybe a guy that could play the 3 and the 4. A good Yabusele. OG Anunoby. That is my made up. I'm getting downhill tonight. Queen finds Zion. Zion working against OG. Drop step. Left hand push shot is up and in. It's a tough move against a tough defender. Diara, dribble handoff to Bridges. Bridges finds OG. Pump fake. Pull up from the baseline. No good. Fears to bring it up. He'll get a screen from Bay. Fires a 3. No good. Rebound by OG. Up ahead to Bridges. 3-on-3 break. Brunson to Diawara. He'll pump. Drive. Kick. Finds it open. OG for 3. Man, OG, he cannot find the range tonight. Like 0 of 5 from distance. Zion, top of the key. Puts it on the deck. Bumps Anunoby. Lost it out of bounds. They're going to say off the Knicks. Off the Knicks. Zion drives, fouled by OG. Go to the free throw line.
Yeah, Zion picking up where he left off, continuing that aggressiveness, and the Knicks don't have anyone who can stop him right now. They're going to have to double and make someone else in New Orleans beat you. And Saddiq Bey killed them in the first. Zion took that mantle and is doing it in the second and the third quarter.
Zion gets both to go. Brunson to bring it up. Gets it to OG, who finds Towns. Towns on the left elbow. Finds Brunson on the backdoor cut. Nowhere to go. He'll kick it back out to Towns. Swings to Diawara. 5 on the shot clock. I'd like to see a better offense in this. Diawara, drive, kick, swing. Brunson, good. If it goes, it is! Jalen Brunson beats the shot clock with a right wing triple. 83-77. Zion into the corner, stolen by Bridges. Knicks have numbers. Bridges to Diawara, lays it up and in. 83-79. Defense to offense. Come on, keep it up. They're going to win with defense today. Fears to Queen, top of the key. Towns on him. Gets it to Bay. Bay guarded by Brunson. They attacked that matchup early. Towns comes with a soft double. He's just holding his lower back, not doing anything. That's the worst double team I've ever seen in my life. He came to double team him and put his hand on his lower back like he was escorting him out of a funeral home. Attack him. Make him uncomfortable. You let him see an open player and just pass it to him.
Yeah, man, you see the one thing you can't do is double team. You got split. Bay went right between the two defenders. Towns has to put his foot down and not let him get through it.
Brunson takes a terrible shot there. Missed it. Not really a gelling offense tonight. A lot of my turn, your turn, as Murphy from way downtown. Good. Knicks down by 9. This is a bad game. It's a bad game. Knicks got too cute with the lineups tonight. I get it. As Brunson misses Towns on the drive, had a wide open dunk, gets it to him now, and Towns will lay it up and in. That was the worst double team I've ever seen in my life. They stood there like this.
Yeah, I mean, good idea, double team Bay. He is killing you, but you got to execute it as Queen hits a reverse layup and the Knicks need a timeout. And I want to talk about something offensively. Right now, all you could do is talk about how the Knicks can't stop anyone. 90 points we're not even halfway through the third quarter. The Pelicans might score 150 tonight. They are on pace with it at halftime, and they're keeping that up right now.
You thought the Knicks were past this.
Yeah. This is a team that, I mean, just he's not good enough to let them have this kind of game against you. And yeah, you're missing Mitchell Robinson. All right, you're missing Josh Hart. All right, those are
Pelicans have 8 wins.
Important guys. Yeah, those are 2 important guys. But yes, exactly. This is a team.
You have Brunson, OG, Cat, and Bridges. Should be all right.
Mm-hmm.
And you also have like 16 points from Diawara.
18
points from Diawara. This is the worst game of the season. You know what I mean?
One thing I did notice about Diawara, at least on that last, that was that Brunson 3 that kind of was started by that Diawara drive, is he caught the ball and he went into triple threat. He looked at the hoop. He was aggressive, took it to the rack, and made that open pass to the corner. One more to Brunson on the 3. I mean, these are things that when you have physical tools and you're working on developing them, and he's obviously spent a lot of time working on his shot. Credit to, I think it was Phil Patton. Is Phil Patton the Knicks shooting coach? He's worked with a lot of these guys, and you could tell Diawara's been putting in work on his shot. He's hit 4 threes tonight. But just simple basketball things like you becoming a triple threat at that size is good stuff from him. And something that, as I was thinking about before the game, I feel like I noticed OG is very good about also when he catches the ball, kind of getting in that triple threat and looking what he can do and looking to drive. I feel like when Mikal Bridges catches the ball, he immediately puts it on the floor and starts driving and starts dribbling to kind of initiate offense instead of just taking stock of where he is on the court and trying to see what he can do. I feel like Bridges kind of just starts dribbling immediately, and OG, and now we're seeing Diawara kind of assess where they are and see what the best basketball move is. But overall, all you can really do is talk about how bad the defense is right now.
One thing I don't understand is the Knicks are guarding Jalen Brunson with having Jalen Brunson guard Sadiq Bey.
Mm-hmm.
Bey has scored 5 points since first quarter. They are double teaming him, okay? So why are we having a player Jalen Brunson guards be double teamed? Why don't we just move Jalen Brunson off of him and play 5 up?
Yeah.
Brunson could guard Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah, I mean,
it's Jeremiah Fears.
Yeah, and we saw, I don't know, it's the idea of double teaming Bey, not bad, but yes, if Brunson had to guard him, but just make that change.
Knicks will have it. McCullough, the first off the bench in the second half. He'll drive and lay it up and in. McCullough in for Diawara, and he picks up where Diawara left off. Need the Knicks to lock in here. Now McCullough guarding Bey. You do not need to double. Bridges guarding nobody. They'll swing to Murphy. Good look, catch and shoot. I just don't understand it. You don't need to double team Sadiq Bey. He has 5 points in the last 15 minutes of hoops. You know what you don't want to do is leave Trey Murphy wide open. Look, if Sadiq Bey beats you with 50, you tip your cap and you move on to San Antonio as Bridges throws up an air ball when he thought it was his turn. Queen lost it. Turnover. Brunson up ahead to Bridges, and he'll lay it up in transition. Cuts it to 8. Come on, man. Fears to Bey. Knicks double again. Brunson on him. Bey, spin move into the lane. Layup up, no good. Rebound by Brunson. Knicks have numbers. 4-on-3. Brunson to McCullough to OG. Corner 3. Good! OG Anuboby was like 0 for 5 from distance to start. He gets that one to go. Cuts it to 5. And New Orleans takes a timeout to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, as poorly as the Knicks have played defensively, their offense has put up a lot of points, and they stayed within striking distance. And part of the reason we're so frustrated is because the Knicks are so much better than this team. With a lot of time left, they still have the ability to kind of take over this game and win it, but that's not going to erase what's happened so far in the first 2.5 quarters. The Knicks need to look at this defensive tape and make sure they never make these kind of defensive mistakes again. And there's just lapse after lapse after lapse, and you're letting an 8-win team on pace to drop potentially 140, 150 on you.
My point, I guess I'm trying to make is when you allow Jalen Brunson to guard somebody, you don't admit he's a terrible defensive player. When you then have the guy he's guarding be double-teamed, you are admitting to the other team, we can't guard you with one, and then you're allowing the other team to play 4-on-3. Like, just let Brunson guard Saddiq Bey. Let him guard Jeremiah Fears. He's 2 of 5 and has 4 points. Like, they want you to have Brunson guarding someone and then send a double. That's what they want.
They don't have to do it. It's an easy way to initiate their offense. They don't have to do anything. I certainly agree. The idea of putting Brunson on Bey instead of Fears when that's the lineup is a choice. I don't know why they went that way. Fears is obviously has the ability to handle the ball well and maybe initiates more offense, I guess. But the Pelicans smartly kind of force-feeding the ball to Saddiq Bey when Jalen Brunson's on him. And you're right, we did see Bey kind of slow down in that second quarter, but Brunson also sat in that second quarter. I know the Knicks had McBride on him at times when he was in, a guy who's more known as a defender. And even when they do, you are going to send the double team. They sent that with Towns. Execute it properly.
Double team with a purpose.
Yeah, like we saw Towns come over. You got to have those 2 feet connected. You cannot. The one thing when you double is you cannot get split through the double team. And I'd say it's on both of those guys as well to not. They got to put their feet together. And the one thing you can do is, he should have had nowhere to go. They were on the baseline. You had the baseline as an extra defender. He should have nowhere to go, and he went right through into the middle and broke the defense down.
They didn't make him uncomfortable. And that's the point of a double team, to make the opposing offense uncomfortable.
Yeah, and you talked about Towns having his back on him. You don't need to do that. He's not going anywhere. He picked up his dribble. Where is he going?
Zion Williamson getting ready to check back in. As Murphy from way downtown, no good. Rebound tapped up, missed, secured by the Knicks. Brunson to bring it up the right side. Throws it into the corner. Bridges. No good. That was way off. Bridges hasn't really contributed much tonight. Jordan Poole trying to create a little hot sauce. Skips into the corner to Queen. Queen drives on OG. Nowhere to go. Blocked by Towns. Loose ball grabbed by Looney. Did the shot clock reset? That never hit the rim. Poole takes a crazy shot. Didn't matter. That shot clock should have never reset. Brunson to Bridges to McCullough for 3. Oh, that one was halfway down and it popped out. Poole to bring it up. Knicks down 5. McCullough, Anunoby, Towns, Bridges, and Brunson. Poole on the right side. Swings to Looney. Hands off to Bey. He'll turn the corner. Stopped by Bridges. To Looney. 5 to shoot. Brunson bites on the Murphy pump fake. Gets into the lane. Throws up to Looney. Great defense. Shot clock violation. Best defensive possession of the night.
Yeah, and the Knicks starting to maybe pick it up a little bit, realizing this game is getting down to the wire. Obviously, third quarter winding down, fourth quarter coming around. We saw 5 guys give an effort on that time and forcing New Orleans into a bad possession. That's almost more disappointing is if they've had the ability to all night and they just haven't had a lack of effort. If that's what it has, a lack of focus and a lack of intensity. Because you saw 5 guys there focused on playing hard defense, making the right rotations, giving effort, and New Orleans couldn't do anything. So refs are discussing something. We got almost 1,000 people in the building. If you are not subscribed to Knicks Now by Chat Sports, what are you doing? The season is about to pick up. We are about to start doing every single game, live stream, daily videos, Knicks content covered all the way through June, when hopefully the Knicks are making a deep playoff run. We're trying to get to 83,000 subs tonight. We're 83 subs away from 83,000. So if you're here, you're a big Knicks fan, lock us in, subscribe, and don't miss another watch party. Don't miss another video. Turn those notifications on.
Let's go. Hit that subscribe button. Almost 1,000 people tuned in here as Towns will sit down. Knicks make some substitutions. Trey Jamison in the game. Reminder, Ariel Huck-Porty was the big that got minutes in the first half, but he left after he was clobbered in the face by a Zion elbow and he was bloodied in the nose. McBride checks in early, didn't play in the second quarter or first quarter of this game. He'll come in with 4:25 left.
Shout out to Johnson U as well in the chat.
Let's go, Johnson U. Brunson, Jamison, Anunoby, McBride, and McCullough. Brunson off the horns action. Kick. OG 3. Top of the key. No good. McCullough battling for the board, and that's going to go off the Knicks. New Orleans ball.
Good effort there by McCullough. Just couldn't save it. Goes off the Knicks.
1,000 people watching. If you could, please hit that thumbs up icon. If you want the Knicks to beat the Pelicans, come back down from 5 here with 4 left to go in the third. Hit that like button. Let's go. Jordan Poole on the left wing, defended by McBride. Going to throw it to Saddiq Bey, guarded by McCullough. Bey had a great first quarter, been quiet since. Drives into Jamison, lost it, and got it back. 5 to work. Murphy swings to Bey, fires a 3, missed it. Rebound by Brunson. Trey Murphy lets the Knicks off the hook. He was one-on-one with Brunson. Brunson will have it top of the key. He'll pull up from way downtown. Too strong, no good. Loose ball, tapped out by Jamison, secured by Yabusele. Yabu, top of the key, swings to McBride on the right wing, puts it on the deck, pulls up from the foul line, rejected, got it back, swings to Yabu, 3 seconds left, into the lane, layup, air ball. He doesn't look like an NBA player. As Jordan Poole drives and flops, he'll go to the line.
Yeah, it still just feels like he's searching out there for something and just not finding it. Knicks have picked up the defensive intensity a little bit.
Knicks not named Diawara or Brunson are 5 of 18 from 3.
X.
Which means those guys are 7 of 11 from 3. Jordan Poole to throw it in. Another wacky lineup here for the Knicks. Looney, pass to Yves Missi. Hands it off to Murphy. Murphy trying to get to the foul line. Kicks it inside to Missi. Right-hand hook shot up. No good. And then they can't get the board. Yabusele is good for nothing, man. He doesn't need to be on the floor anymore. I'm sorry. And then the Knicks get lucky and they turn it over. Yabusele is going to force the Knicks to give up Deuce McBride. Really stinks.
Yeah, that's not what you envisioned when you signed him in the offseason.
Brunson off the screen, into the lane, right-hand scoop shot, air ball. Here comes New Orleans. Jordan Poole, guarded by Yabusele, blow by layup, up and in, fouled and one. Get Yabusele off the floor. Why do you have to play him? You have Diawara, you have McCullough.
Yeah,
You don't need to play Gershon Yabusele anymore.
If anything's shown tonight is, yes, the Knicks have guys who are better than him and are guys who are ready to contribute, young players as well. You can't argue with the results no matter what happens, who's got what contract or what the plan was in the offseason. The results show that Kevin McCullough, Mohamed Diawara are better right now than Gershon Yabusele.
It makes no sense. Poole and one free throw. Good. Knicks down by 8. He'll stay in the game with Trey Jamison. Brunson on the right side. Got a good screen from Jamison. Trying to turn the corner. Nowhere to go. Kicks to Yabu for 3. Good. Needed that one. He has
found his shot a little bit tonight.
Third 3 of the night. The stats look like he's playing a good game. The eye test does not. If he's going to hit his threes, you can have some grace for the other stuff. Murphy off the screen, into the lane, kicks it out. Poole swings, 5 to defend. Tough pull-up midi, no good. Rebound, grabbed by Clarkson. Approaching the fourth quarter, 1:45 and rolling. Clarkson kicks, Yabu three. No good. Way too much Yabu. Poole from way downtown. No good, and Trey Jamison doesn't box out. Another three, up and in, good. Trey Jamison, what are you doing, man? Put a body on a body. You just watch somebody grab the board. The need for another big on this team is huge, ladies and gentlemen. If you're not going to play Mitchell Robinson in a lot of games this year, you can't just roll out there with Towns, Ariel Huckporty, Trey Jamison, and Gershon Yabusele. You can't do it.
Yeah, and Jamison, one of the reasons you're in there is your ability to rebound the basketball. And if you're not doing that, you're not helping impact winning at all. Obviously, pressed into action with potentially Huckporty dealing with some sort of injury. But you got to box out. Inexcusable.
I mean, that was bad. Brunson hands off to Jamison. Forces his way into the lane, kicks it out. Clarkson for three. Good. Knicks could use a Jordan Clarkson flurry of points here. Hasn't played much tonight. I'm not sure why. Jordan Poole meanders into the lane, layup over Yabusele. Good. He gives you nothing, man. He gives you nothing.
Yeah, not a lot of Clarkson, not a lot of Kolek either.
In a game where you need stops, you're playing Yabusele. I don't really understand it. I don't care if he's making threes. Someone else can. Brunson off the screen. Finds Yabusele on the roll. Drops off to Jamison. Push shot up and in. Nice play by Yabu. Cuts the lead to 5. 31 seconds left.
See if the Knicks can get a stop and potentially get a bucket here. They should have a chance.
23 seconds left in the quarter. They double team Jordan Poole, and Trey Jamison fouls him 30 feet from the rim. Man, I get it. You're not going to be able to go 15 deep with good players, but
Knicks are trying to tonight.
it's going to come down to the fourth quarter, obviously. Hot take for me there, but
Knicks have shown the ability to come back from larger deficits against better teams in the fourth quarter. You'd like to not have to do that tonight, but the Knicks have locked themselves into needing to do that against it's like you said, you would have wished this would have been a Diara game or a former Archer Diacono game where you could sit your starters in the end and play some of these other guys the last 3, 4, 5 minutes of the game. The Knicks are going to have to scratch and claw their way to a victory tonight against the 8-win Pelicans. Not something you want to see, especially when you're looking to just give your guys some rest or maybe an easy night with this schedule picking up, and the Knicks not really getting as much time off as some of the other teams with that NBA Cup run.
Every game is every other day. Poole gets a second to go, down by 7, 19.4 left in the quarter. Brunson to bring it up. They'll pick him up full court. A bucket here would go a long way. 10 to work in the quarter. Brunson going to get a screen from Clarkson. He'll use it. Has it on the right wing. Guarded by Poole. Behind the back, froze him. Into the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound by Towns. And then he didn't get the shot off. Towns tried to catch the rebound and shoot it out of the rebound. Catch the board, come down, power dribble, and go get it up and in, man. Very, very soft from Karl-Anthony Towns tonight. Barely even playing as well because every time Zion drives, he fouls him.
All right, fourth quarter coming up. You want the Knicks to make a comeback, start typing those fours. Make sure you like the stream. We are at 344 likes, over 1,000 people. Those are rookie numbers. Let's get to 400 before that fourth quarter starts. If you want the Knicks to win, don't jinx it. And while you guys are typing those fours, we want to tell you about this deal we have going on this Jalen Brunson t-shirt. The Knicks are going to need the captain to be the clutch player of the year that he has been. This shirt was $45. Now it's $33 at chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Make sure to use that code CRYPTO if you want to get that deal and don't miss out on it. It's in the description of this video. I'm putting it in the comments as well. And we'll tell you about it one more time tonight. But Go ahead, keep typing those fours. You want to grade the Knicks in that third quarter, go ahead, do that as well. The Knicks are going to need Jalen Brunson to give a vintage fourth quarter Brunson performance in a game you would have liked to seen them have a big lead going into the fourth. They are down 7. So chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Use that code crypto and go check out that deal. Don't miss out. It's a limited time offer.
Gotta get stops here.
Yep.
I mean, this is where I get it. It's 3 days after Christmas, 4 days after Christmas.
Looking ahead to San Antonio, maybe.
Yeah, like you can play with your food for 36 minutes. Let's lock in and play championship basketball here for 12 minutes. And let's win this game by 12 points. And let's have Diara come in the final 2 minutes.
Yeah, and speaking of him, he's the one guy who hasn't gotten any run tonight. What does that say about him?
First-round pick.
Yep. And
look, they've made a lot of right moves. That was a horrible move. They wasted a first-round pick to cut salary. That's just backwards.
Yep.
That's backwards.
Knicks front office has gotten cute from time to time. That one backfired on them. And it'll be interesting to see what kind of lineup Mike Brown goes with down the stretch. He's played a lot of guys tonight. Who are the 5 that he thinks are going to be able to bring it home? Is he going to go back to guys who he knows have done it in games past? Is he going to go back with the 5 guys who have gotten it done today? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. You'd like to maybe play a lineup that has had some continuity together and played together a lot and not try and play guys who maybe are not familiar with each other. But it'll be telling what Mike Brown does in this fourth quarter, as the Knicks will bring it up with Kolek, Bridges, Clarkson, Towns, and Anuboby.
Kolek and Towns, pick and roll. Zone defense looks like here for New Orleans. Now they'll go man. Kolek swings to Clarkson. Baseline fade. Good. Said it a couple of moments ago. The Knicks could use a scoring surge from Clarkson. 5 quick points from him in the last couple of minutes. Zion, top of the key, defended by Anuboby. Driving to the right side, nowhere to go. Hands it off. Kolek trying to D up. Push shot up, no good. Good defense at a board. Kolek brings it up. Knicks down by 5. Kolek off the screen, has room, into the lane, kicks to Bridges, corner 3, didn't take it, back to Kolek. He'll fire a 3, he'll knock it down. 2-point game. Kolek and Clarkson stirring the drink right now. It's been the Knicks' go-to over the last month. Williamson to Looney. Good defense by Kolek. Hands off to Poole for 3. Got it. Mikal Bridges a bit slow, trying to navigate those screens. Jordan Poole makes him pay. I don't know what Poole has right now, but I feel like he's playing pretty well. 26 points for him. They got 3 people with 26 points. Zion has 26. Bey has 26. Kolek kicks out to Towns. Towns try to step back. He'll pass it. Kolek for 3, no good. Bridges knifes in for the board. Finds a cutting Kolek. Back to Bridges. Into the corner. OG! No good. They got too cute. It was 2-on-1 in the lane, and they dished it for a corner 3. Go lay it up there, fellas. Poole feeling it. Swings to Zion. Zion bulldozing through Bridges into the lane. Lays it up, no good. Rebounds by Towns. Up to Kolek. Kolek to Bridges. To OG. And now we'll play half-court hoops. Kolek, top of the key. Swings to Clarkson. He'll put it on the deck. Gets to the lane. Hangs and hits. Jordan Clarkson. 7 points in the last 2 minutes.
Get those JCs down in the chat. Jordan Clarkson being the fourth quarter hero for the Knicks again right now.
Need a stop. Poole fouled on the ground. Knicks are struggling to contain Jordan Poole right now.
Yeah, you were right on the money. There's 3 guys for the Pelicans right now who've hurt the Knicks. They've all got 26 points. Williamson, Bey, and Poole. It's been a 3-headed monster and a nightmare for the Knicks with facing those 3 guys. And yet they're still within striking distance here in the fourth.
Huck Porty out for the game. OG, great defense on Zion. Pokes it into the backcourt. And Clarkson is fouled. Why did he so slowly go to the lane there? It's like he invited Zion to make a play. I thought he could have laid that up and in. He was well ahead of the pack.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was a foul either. To me, it looked like Williamson just wrestled the ball away. I don't know if they're going to challenge this.
Way too lackadaisical from Clarkson there. And I think I agree with you. I don't necessarily see a foul.
I think he
It's
might
like
have
he
lost
reached
the handle a little bit and was trying to re-grab that ball. And New Orleans will challenge. I don't blame them on that. I don't think that's a foul.
How do you not get a layup out of that?
While they challenge it, we'll tell you one last time about this Jalen Brunson shirt we got. It was $45, now $33. Chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Make sure to use that code crypto, and hopefully Jalen Brunson is the hero the Knicks need later on tonight. He does what he always does, clutch player of the year, and he's breaking out that celebration late on in this game. It's in the comment section, and it's in the description as well. You want to go ahead, chatsports.com/Brunson shirt. Use that code crypto. You can get that Jalen Brunson t-shirt.
Got to get stops, man.
Yep. Defense to offense, that's what you need.
You're getting killed on the glass. I get it. You're down Mitchell Robinson. You're going to get in trouble if that's the only way you're going to rebound is Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah, that, and they need someone else to step up and protect the rim as well.
I get it, no Hart as well. Your two best rebounders aren't playing.
I like these little historical nuggets in between the timeouts they've been running.
Shout out to everybody here.
Yeah, shout out to everyone. Knicks have an opportunity to come back and win this game. They're only down 3 despite how poorly they played on defensive end of the floor. You want the Knicks to come back and beat the Pelicans. Don't jinx it. Hit that like button. We're only at 362 likes. We got 1,200 people in here. Let's run that up. Get to 400 likes. You want the Knicks to win. Do your part. It's free. Supports us. Help get more Knicks fans in here to help root on the Knicks, and hopefully they can take it home.
Closing in on 83,000 subscribers, I think, as well.
Yeah, we were 83 away from 83 before. We've since upped that number. Shout out to all you guys. 75 away now from 83,000. On the road to 100K. You want to be here for the Knicks rest of the season, all of our watch parties, daily videos, short-form content as well. Lock us in. Hit that sub button. 75 subs away. Can we get there tonight? We got 1,200 people in here. I bet you there's 75 diehard Knicks fans who aren't subscribed to Knicks Now.
Hit that sub button if you are. Type me. Type me if you are subscribed, as New Orleans has won the challenge, and they'll have the ball. Looney in the corner. Swings to Hawkins. Hawkins, pull up, deep 2, no good, rebound by Towns. He'll find Kolek. He'll push, bringing it up the left side. Hands it off to Clarkson. Clarkson finds Towns from way downtown. No good, horrible shot. No need to shoot that there. Towns has not had the shooting season he's used to. And that's going to be out of bounds. It is! Knicks ball going the other way.
Shout out to Corey Mitchell. Shout out to Joe R. Shout out to Jason. Shout out to DC. Shout out to Eric. Shout out to Pickup. Shout out to everyone here supporting us, man. Let's go Knicks.
68 subs away. Hit that sub button. Almost 1,200 people in here. Kolek, top of the key. Knicks down by 3. Gets a screen from Towns. Gets into the paint. Kicks it out to OG. Swings to Clarkson. Plenty of time. 5 seconds. Clarkson, guarded by the young buck and Hawkins. Off the screen, gotta let it go. He does! No good. Knicks have been slow to get into the offense. Murphy, in transition, flops. Loose ball, grabbed by Queen. Knicks have it. They have numbers if they want. OG to drive, bully ball, blocked out of bounds, off of New Orleans. It'll be Knicks ball on the baseline. That was a physical play by New Orleans. I thought we could have got a whistle there. I think on both sides it was a little rough and rugged, fourth quarter hoops, but OG wanted a foul. I don't know if there was a foul.
Yeah, Kevon Looney, a veteran player, strong player, just kind of denied OG up there at the rim. And we've got now Mikal Bridges with a little blood going on. Physical game here, like you said, fourth quarter hoops. Both teams want to win. Pelicans smell a chance at a victory. They haven't gotten too many of those this season. Knicks turning it up, realizing they still have a chance to win this game. We're going to hopefully maybe see the pace slow down, a little bit more of a physical game so far, and the offense shifting to defense now.
Almost 1,300 people in the building. If you could, please, please, please subscribe to the channel. Add an injury timeout here. Bridges looks like he was bleeding from the mouth, being attended to by trainers, as we are 64 subs away from 83K. I know there's 64 people watching that are not subscribed. Hit that sub button right now.
Yes, sir. You want to be tapped in with us. We're going to start doing every single Knicks game now. We've been splitting our time with the Giants, so their season's about to end. Subscribe. Don't miss any watch parties.
Kolik has it up top. Gets a screen from Towns. Gets into the lane. Hands off to Deuce for three. Good! Knicks tie it up after being down by as many as 10 in the third. Deuce McBride returns to action, and he's right on time. OG steals it. Knicks have numbers. 4 on 3. Clarkson. No good. Long rebound grab by Kolik to Towns. Good. Back to back threes. Put the Knicks up by 3. Timeout, New Orleans. Give me some LGKs in the chat. Knicks turning defense to offense. Making a statement on the boards and hitting some big-time shots.
Yes, sir, and keep running that sub counter up as well. We got 1,300 people in here. It's working, so keep it coming because the Knicks just took the lead after being down all game. And if you are subscribed, type that LGK down there. Let's get that chat humming.
You look good in that color, man. Well, he had 21 in the first quarter. Yeah. And I think he scored 5 cents.
Sadiq Bey, Zion, Jordan Poole as well.
Yeah, Knicks did not show up on the defensive side of the ball today. 55 subs away from 83K. I saw a picture. Really? No way. No way.
Who? No.
No way. I haven't seen the video yet. I only saw him down on the ground.
Chat, is Jokic cooked?
Here's the injury. Oh, no. He got stepped on, it looked like. Yeah, he got stepped on. Yeah, maybe I don't know. It wasn't like a non-contact thing.
Ugh. Not good. Doom.
109-106. Knicks were down double digits in the third. Kind of felt like a game if you could just hang around until the fourth. You can deliver that knockout punch. Yeah. Not a way you want to play, but
just wake up. That's it. And they're starting to do it now. And you'd hate to have to rely on that against a team like New Orleans. New Orleans, credit to them. They came out ready to play. They're playing hard tonight. They're trying to get a win against the Knicks, giving them all they can handle on their home court. One of the best teams in the NBA. Knicks have kind of experimented with lineups, but going with some of their more proven players early on in this fourth, and Kolik and Clarkson, two guys who have been key fourth-quarter performers for the Knicks in a lot of their recent games. Got the Knicks started. Towns hit that three there to take the lead, and we've seen OG make some plays as well. So a lot of the Knicks regulars getting it going right now, and New Orleans will try and tie this up as they bring it up.
King. I keep on saying King, excuse me. I keep on thinking of
Diara King,
the Miami U of H quarterback. As Bay, layup missed, blocked by Towns. Loose ball grabbed by Anuboby. Knicks will run. Kolek on the right side, gets the screen, into the lane, throws it up. Anuboby almost threw it down. Risky pass. New Orleans will now run. Murphy, pull up. No good. Rebound by Queen. Fouled, I think, by Towns.
Shout out to you guys. We got over 1,300 people in here, 52 subs away from 83,000. Let's go. What you guys are doing is helping the Knicks take the lead back in this fourth quarter. Keep running it up. Don't jinx it. You want the Knicks to win. You're a diehard Knicks fan. Subscribe. Let's run that number up.
Hit that sub button if you haven't yet. We greatly, greatly appreciate it. Closing in on 83,000 subscribers. Queens, free throw. Good. Rattled around and dropped. If you are subscribed, type me. We'll give some shout outs as we are 50 subs away from 83K. Queen back to the line. Looking for one more. Wearing number 22. He'll miss it. Ball don't lie.
Those
Rebound by
BDLs
Town.
in the chat.
BDLs in the chat. Let's go. BBL Drizzy. Kolek and Towns play catch. They'll run that pick and roll. Fierce fights over. Cuts off Kolek. He'll rip it to OG on the right wing. A step inside the arc. Guarded by Queen, the rookie. Drives. Lost it. Turnover. Anuboby didn't have a handle on that one. Bay into the front court. Was unreal in the first quarter. Has been a little silent since. Queen working against Anuboby. Step back 13-footer is good. That was terrible defense by OG. Didn't look too locked in there. Mike Brown's going to take a timeout as we're back knotted up at 109. I don't know. I didn't feel like OG gave you much effort there on defense.
Yeah, I mean, Queen is a guy who is a talented player and has had a good rookie season so far. He hasn't really hurt the Knicks tonight. But
Well, I just watched this.
I mean, certainly could have closed out on that shot a lot harder. Queen, once he hit that step back, he had no other option. He had to go up with it. I don't know if OG just had a lapse there, caught off guard.
Maybe he was 2 for 10 and said,
all right, we'll
make
see.
it.
Yep.
I don't know.
He hits it, and we got a tie game.
Looks like Brunson is going to sub back in as he's joined by Towns and OG on the bench.
Is it? It's Jalen Brunson time. Clutch player of the year. The captain.
Did he sit that first 5.5 minutes of the fourth?
Yeah.
He hasn't played in the fourth?
I don't think so, no. Kolek, they were running with Kolek and Clarkson for most of that time. Deuce back as well.
Played 29 minutes, so he'll close with 35?
35.
Probably right around his season total. I'm used to the Tibbs minutes.
Tibbs minutes is there is no rest.
OG's played 31. I'm assuming he'll go the rest of the way. Bridges has played 28, has not returned since he got whacked in the mouth. He's back in now. Bridges, Brunson, Anuboby, Towns, and McBride. The starting five with Deucin instead of Diawara. I love this lineup. Brunson gets the handoff from Towns. Guarded by Queen, top of the key. Can he drop the rookie off? They'll double. Knicks will swing. 5 seconds left. Bridges falls and turns it over. Wow. New Orleans to run. No one stops ball. And Queen lays it up. Missed it. And wow. Eves Messi with a emphatic putback slam. Knicks down 2. Bridges to OG to Brunson. Top of the key. Set him a screen. Guarded by Murphy. Throws it to Anuboby. Baseline J from 18. No dice. Knicks offense is stalling out right now. Knicks only scored 24 points in the third quarter. Second half offense hasn't been great. Queen, guarded by Brunson at the foul line. Pokes it away, kicks it out to Murphy. Murphy into the lane. Out to Queen. Has to launch. He does. Misses. Rebound by Bridges. Push it. Come on. Take care of the pill. Bridges drops it off to Brunson. Right wing 3. Good. That's his spot. Knicks up 1.
Let's go. Jalen Brunson, get those JBs, get those 11s going in the chat. Gives the Knicks a lead.
Brunson was 5 of 11 at one point. He was 6 of 18 after that, before that one. Murphy off the screen, pull up three. Wow, that hit the rim about 5 times in the backboard and rolled in. You don't see that one that often. Knicks will push off the make. McBride lays it up and in. Nice ESP by Brunson to throw it up ahead of the pack. And tough finish on the left side of the rim by Deuce. Tied at 114.
Good to see Deuce back making winning basketball plays, helping the Knicks get wins and impacting on both ends of the floor.
Fears, top of the key, picks his dribble up. Brunson pressures, gives it to Queen, guarded by Anuboby. Cross court to Bay. Bridges is on him. Force the tough, step back 2, no good. Towns has to box out, and it goes out of bounds off of New Orleans. Messi wants New Orleans to challenge. They did earlier in one. And it's James Borrego on the sideline. The Knicks want him as an assistant. Will he pull the trigger on the challenge? Throw it in. What are we doing? Why is there just a guaranteed stop of 15 seconds here? What are we doing?
Yeah, Borrego taking over after Willie Green was fired from the Pelicans.
And then they call timeout. Now they're going to challenge. Why was there just 22 seconds of nothing?
Looks like Mike Brown is trying to get an explanation on exactly why that was the case. Something's being discussed right now. Mike Brown trying to get answers on something. Looks like we'll have a timeout.
Play just stops. So why were the Knicks not allowed to just grab the ball and throw it in? There's no dead ball. There's no blood. There's no foul. There's nothing. I don't understand. It's clearly off Towns. It's going to be New Orleans ball. Why was there 35 seconds?
I think the Knicks are looking for those same answers. We didn't get a view of what was going on the court, or maybe a ref was holding the ball, something, whatever reason, the Knicks did not inbound, or whether they were allowed to or not, we don't know. But New Orleans, after having a few looks at the replay, has the opportunity. They take it to challenge. James Borrego makes the call. Refs are looking at it now, and this will be New Orleans basketball. And in a game that's tied right now, this is a huge swing.
I just don't understand why there was a legitimate,
Well, I don't know. I wish we could see whether it was. I doubt it was the Knicks not inbounding the ball once they had it. For some reason, the Knicks were not allowed to inbound.
I don't understand. There is no reason why that just happened like that. Steven Blenis says...
I saw that. Is anyone else having audio problems?
Yeah, is anyone else having audio problems or what?
I can hear you fine.
No audio problems here, all good. Johnson, how does our audio sound, brother? Anyone saying it's fine? All right. It's good, Bet. Appreciate you, bro. This is insane that was allowed to happen. It is clearly New Orleans ball, and I am of the opinion, do what you got to do to get the call right, but you can't allow the New Orleans Pelicans to have, and I won't try to exaggerate here, 20 seconds to decide if they are going to challenge or not, when it was a clear out of bounds where the other team should have been allowed to grab the ball, throw it in, and run.
Yeah. Agreed. And anything should be some sort of delay a game, something. I don't know. But yeah.
You're saying the clock was messed up on that. Oh, nice.
Okay.
Almost some home cooking at the Smoothie King Arena. That was BS.
So something to monitor. Obviously, the Knicks have plenty of opportunities and will continue to have plenty of opportunities. But if this game comes down to 1 point, 2 points, and the Pelicans are able to score here, something to watch.
1,500 people watching, 41 subs away. from 83K. Hit that sub button if you haven't yet. Would greatly appreciate it. It would be sweet to hit 83,000 subscribers tonight. We have not played basketball in 5 real-time minutes. New Orleans will throw it in. Bay to Queen. 10 on the shot clock. Jordan Poole to handle. McBride to defend. Off the screen. Swings to Murphy. Get a hand up, Towns. Murphy for 3, good. He's defending the three-point line. Reaching for Lit in his pocket. Get your hands up, 32. Who guards like that? Terrible defense by Towns. Brunson on the right wing, defended by Williamson. 10 on the shot clock. He'll take a 3. He'll make a 3.
Jalen Brunson having a clutch player of the year performance right now. Like we all know, he can't get those JBs, get those 11s going.
117 all. McBride defending Poole. Under 3:20 in the game. Queen backdoor to Murphy. Jumps, catches, lays it up and in. Why is Jalen Brunson guarding Trey Murphy? Timeout, Mike Brown. Mike Brown, timeout.
Trey Murphy with a couple big buckets there, 3 and then a 2 there as well. Pelicans up 2, 3:12 left. Pelicans have done a great job of kind of just going at Jalen Brunson on defense, whoever it is. And if the Knicks are doing is running a switching defense, they need to kind of modify that so Jalen Brunson doesn't end up in all of these mismatches. Not much he can do when he's going against a guy who's got a 5 or 6 height advantage, 5 or 6 inch height advantage against him. Murphy just catches it high, keeps it high, and gets the bucket there. We got almost 1,600 people in the building. If you are a diehard Knicks fan, you want them to win this game, you want to watch parties like this, you want daily Knicks videos, short-form content, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 83,000 tonight. On the road to 100K, we'll be doing this all the way 365 days a year and hopefully through a long Knicks playoff run in June. But right now we're worried about beating the 8-win Pelicans with 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter at the Smoothie King Arena where things haven't gone the Knicks' way the last couple minutes.
36 subs away from 83,000. Hit that sub button if you haven't yet. Help us get there tonight. It would be a huge milestone for the channel and the community. Would really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's free. All you got to do is click a button, and you get locked in to live game coverage of the Knicks. Brunson, top of the key, defended by Williamson. They send it double. Someone's got to make themselves open. Deuce does. He'll have it on the left wing. He'll fire a 3. No good. Rebound by New Orleans. Under 3 minutes and rolling. 2:50 exactly as the Knicks trail by 2. Jordan Poole into the lane. Layup up and missed. Rebound by Towns. Knicks got lucky there. Got to convert. Brunson into the front court. Going to get a screen from McBride. Matchup hunting Poole. They send a double. He'll find McBride. Swings to Bridges. Back to Deuce. Corner 3. Good! Should have been an and 1. Should be at the line for a 4-point play. Knicks up 1. Deuce McBride with some clutch buckets in the fourth.
Get those 2s for Deuce.
Zion drives on Anuboby. Left-hand layup up and in. No rim protection by Towns as he stood and watched Towns' worst game of the season. Brunson doubled again. They get it to Deuce. Swings to Towns. Towns, pass. OG. They're going to call a foul. Foul, not on the 3 prior to that. What was that pass by Towns? Tried to give it to McBride. Missed him so bad, it fell at Anunoby's lap.
Lucky break there for the Knicks that does not hurt them. Shout out to you guys, man. We just crossed over 500 likes. We got 1,700 people in the building. We're almost at 83K, 29 likes, 29 subs away. Knicks will inbound here. 2 minutes left.
Brunson to throw it in. Gets to Deuce, right back to him. He'll use the Towns screen. They double him off it. He'll swing to McBride. Deuce swings to OG. 5 on the shot clock. He'll drive on Zion. Into the lane. Throws it down. OG Anunoby playing above the rim. Give me some eights in the comments. 100 seconds and rolling. Live and direct from the Smoothie King Arena. Knicks up 1. Zion swings. Jordan Poole for 3. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Anuboby. Ball in the hands of the captain. He'll bring it into the front court. They double, and he turns it over. Oh, they get lucky, and it goes out of bounds off New Orleans. You got to get rid of that before the... See how they double team, and watch how the Knicks double team. They double team with an intent to make the ball handler uncomfortable. That's how you were taught in 3rd grade hoops. Towns over here fondling the lower back of Trey Murphy when he double teams him. Yep. Like he's supporting him like he's an old man going up a ladder. You good up there?
Knicks will inbound here. I saw someone asking if this is a live call of the game. Who's on now? Yes, this is live. This is not a replay. We are calling this game live on Knicks Now.
Brunson to handle. 10 on the shot clock. Gets a screen from Towns. Has it on the left wing. 1-on-1. He'll fire. Back iron, no good. Rebound by Deuce. Back to Brunson. Into the lane. Floater. Good. Knicks up 124. 121. 1 minute left. Zion on the right wing, swings to Poole. McBride ready to defend. Poole puts it on the deck. Nowhere to go. Picks his dribble up. Drops it off to Zion. He'll drive it in Obi. And they call a foul on OG. The Knicks bench says to challenge. I think that's a clean play by OG. Did we see who recovered that loose ball? Because if it's not a foul, it goes to the team that grabbed it. Here's the replay. All ball.
Looks like
Grabbed by Towns. If the refs are able to take off the Smoothie King Arena sunglasses, it should be Knicks ball going that way.
Yeah, we'll see. Nice challenge here by Mike Brown, and especially with 50 seconds left in the game. This is the reason why you hold on to it, maybe for that iffy call in the second quarter when you have a gotta-have-it play. Knicks up 3. They can get this ball back. They got a chance to make it a 2-possession game and get this win that shouldn't have been this close, hopefully against the New Orleans Pelicans. Shout out to everyone in the chat. You guys are killing. We got almost 1,900 people in the building. Can we get 22 more subs before the end of the game? Cross over our 83,000
sub for Knicks Dubs. Let's
milestone.
Go.
Yep. Sub for Knicks Dubs. Let's go. You want the Knicks to win. You want them to hold on. Hit that subscribe button. We're doing watch parties for every single game. Daily Knicks videos, short-form Knicks content. Let's go.
Hit that sub button. Be one of the next 22 people to get us to 83K. I mean, that's as clean as a whistle. That's all rock right there. Shout out to Christopher, Eric, Patrick, Cosmic. Is that Cosmic?
Yep.
And Michael. Be one of the next 19 people to get us to 83,000 subs. If you're subscribed, give me an LGK in the chat. I really don't know how you... After we just overturned the call where Zion ripped it away.
Correct.
Keep that same energy. I want the same smoothie in both cups. Come on.
Let's go. Come on.
Should be Knicks ball with 50.6 to go. New Orleans has no more timeouts, by the way. Unsuccessful challenge.
Right.
So Zion Williamson can do it, but the Knicks can't. Where's the left?
Oh, my God. That's what we're calling now? That's what we're calling? That doesn't even look like a foul in slow motion, and yet somehow in real time the refs were able to see that, identify it, and make the call against the Knicks. Foul on OG, unsuccessful challenge by Mike Brown, and Zion will be at the line here.
First free throw for Zion is up and good. 124-122. We're 3 subs away from 83K. We got 2,000 people in the building. If you're subscribed, type me. Second free throw for Zion is up and good. 124-122, 83,000 subscribers. Shout out to you. 40 seconds and rolling. Brunson will cross half court. Towns sets the screen, guarded by Looney, beats him to the lane, lefty scoop is up and in! We have Jalen Brunson, you do not! Knicks up 3. Zion on the right wing, defended by Anuboby, gets into the lane, shot up over Towns is good, cuts it to 1, 25 seconds left. The Pelicans do not have to foul, but they don't have a timeout, they should foul. They'll try to trap Brunson in the half court. Brunson to Bridges. He was fouled. Now to McBride. He'll be fouled. Chance to go to the line to put the Knicks up by 3 with 16 seconds left.
Let's go. You want the Knicks to hold on. Type those LGKs down. Let's go, Knicks, and sub for Knicks dubs. Shout out to you guys who crossed over 83,000 K. Keep it coming. We got almost 2,000 people in here. If you're a diehard Knicks fan, you want to win, sub for Knicks dubs. Let's go. Big free throws here coming up for Deuce.
Come on. I'll say it in a second. We got 2,000 people watching. Hit that subscribe button. McBride's first free throw. Good. 127, 125. 16.1 left on the dime. Come on.
We're seeing some offense-defense subs as well here by Mike Brown.
New Orleans does not have a timeout, so they have to bring it up and try to go to work. If McBride makes this shot, the Knicks should foul. They did not foul on Saturday. They got lucky that the dude missed it. McBride hits it, 128, 125. The Knicks should foul. Zion to bring it up. I'd foul him. Dribble handoff into the corner to Poole. Poole, foul baiting, no good. Rebound by McBride, fouled with 5.5 left. Great defense.
And unbelievable from Poole. Only down 3 and decides to try and get the foul call instead of just taking a clean look. Gets open, instead leans into McBride, who does a good job making sure he's not fouling. Almost would have liked him to play a little closer defense, as a 3 would have tied the game. Knicks get the rebound. Deuce is fouled. Go to the line with a chance to ice it here.
McBride to the line.
Questionable play by Poole there.
Oh, yeah, he's foul baiting.
Yeah, I mean, why would you? You don't even need to. You had a chance to get a good look. You hit a 3, you tie the game.
McBride knocks in the free throw to give the Knicks the lead by 4. After you make this, run back, allow them to shoot a 3. It's over. 130 to 125. Zion to Poole to Bay. He'll launch. Do not foul. They don't. He'll miss. Knicks win. 130. 125, a double digit second half comeback win for the New York Knicks. Give me some LGKs in the chat. They find a way to win an ugly, and I mean ugly, basketball game.
Yeah, I have a hard time saying the Knicks deserve to win this game, but they were able to pull it out in the end, and we can forget about how atrocious they played in that first half defensively. They buckle down, make the plays when they need to. Strong fourth quarter. Contributions from up and down the roster. That was the one thing that Mike Brown made sure they had tonight. How many total guys end up getting? 12, 13?
12 guys played tonight.
12 guys play. A mini breakout game for Mohamed Diawara in that first half. Didn't see him much in the second half. We had OG making big offensive plays. Deuce McBride once again closing the game in his first game back. Big plays, knocking down some clutch free throws. Clarkson and Kolek early on in the fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson, a bunch of big buckets down the stretch. Clutch player of the year doing his thing. And it's somewhat of a team win. Let's go Knicks. It's wasn't pretty. But good teams win when they find a way to win when they don't play their best. Shout out to our guy, Daryl, coming in with a super chat. Get that up on screen.
Let's go, man.
100%. Someone in the chat said we need another rim protector, definitely, and that was what Marshall was talking about, potentially making a trade. But Knicks overcame it tonight, got the win.
Jalen Brunson down the stretch, man. I mean, dude is pretty damn good at the game that they call basketball.
Yep, he does what you expect a player of his caliber. What we've come to expect. I think we're a little spoiled as Knicks fans, but it's, oh, okay, we need you, Jalen. Here you go, fourth quarter, close game, and he does it over and over again.
MVP chance from the Smoothie King Arena. Darrell Grant, $5 super chat. Major salute to you, my man. Thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting the channel. Really, really appreciate that. My guy, OG, says, Marsh, you had the jokes rolling tonight. No heat is safe against this team. Gritty, close, out, win. Let's go, Knicks! Shout out to you, OG. Look, man, I tried to replace my anger with humor. I don't know. I just that I cannot unsee that Towns double team. I can't. It was bad.
Yeah, and
you okay up there? That's what it looked like. Go back and watch it.
Shout out to OG, a real one, and shout out to Rich Smith as well, coming in with 5. That was a hell of a win, hell of a comeback there by the Knicks. You would, like we said, we would have liked to have it not even get to that point, but that's all you can ask once you're there is to finish the game, find a way to win, and the Knicks did that. So credit to them for that.
Agreed. Shout out to my guy OG, B Fitz in the building, Leon, Carlos. Shout out to Phillip, J Rock, O Dog, my man AJ McMecca. Jalen Brunson is my MVP. Run us through what the stats looked like tonight, AC, as the Knicks pull off a win where they come back from down, I want to say 10. I maybe even want to say 12 at one point. Yeah,
they and for a while they would kind of make a run, but they never could wrestle that lead back until some point in the fourth quarter, I believe. But we'll look at just the team stats first to start. Knicks defense picked it up a little bit there in that second half. They only allowed 50 total second half points after allowing 75 in the first half. The Knicks shoot 45% from 3, 48 from the field, lose the rebounding battle 50-42, and they only turn the ball over 8 times while having 35 assists. You'll take that ratio as a team any day of the week. And something to monitor that we've watched all season long, Knicks good at the free throw line tonight, only missing 1, 18 and 19. In a game that comes down to the wire, that's something that helps. So
free throws are like the offensive line of the NFL. When you're making them,
nobody says anything.
Nobody says anything. You don't notice it. But as soon as your right tackle gets blown by and allows a sack, you miss clutch free throws, it becomes a talking point. Good to see them be effective from there. They've definitely struggled with that. Knicks were down 93-83 with 6:41 left in the third quarter. So in the final 18 minutes and 41 seconds, you outscore them by 15 points.
Wow. So
quick math right there. Y'all like that?
That was good stuff, yeah. Those are the team stats. We look at Jalen Brunson, obviously. We've got to start with the captain. Finishes with 28 points, 10 assists, a double-double. Only 1 turnover on 10 assists. Kind of sparkling ball handling and taking care of the rock. 3 rebounds as well, 10 of 23 from the field. Started shooting the ball pretty well, went through a little bit of a lull there, but 5 of 10 from 3 and hit some big ones in that fourth quarter. Brunson doing what the Knicks need him to do and doing just enough to win as well. Clarkson was a spark early on in that fourth quarter. Finishes with 9 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 3. 1 assist, 1 turnover. He kind of gave the Knicks a little juice when they needed it early on in that fourth quarter.
He had that 3. He had the driving layup. We talked about it. You needed a little bit of a Clarkson scoring punch, and he showed up right on time.
Shout out to our guy Greg Williams coming with the super chat. We'll
Hell
get that
yeah,
in
Greg.
once that comes through our system. Tyler Kolek, similar to Jordan Clarkson, was made some plays early on that fourth quarter. We didn't see a lot of Tyler Kolek today. Not a lot of minutes.
No, how many minutes you think? It was like 5 in the first half.
13, maybe less.
12, yeah. 7 in the second half.
So, but had some impact when he was out there. 7 points, 5 assists, efficient, and becoming a guy that the Knicks can count on to be ready to rock anytime they need him. Gregory Williams coming in with $2 says, have a happy and safe New Year, Knicks Now fam. Same to you, Gregory Williams. Happy New Year. We are actually now doing the game on Wednesday, correct?
We will do the game on Wednesday.
So we'll be there for New Year's Eve. If you guys want to lock in with us and spend the end of 2025 with us, we'll be here doing the game.
Knicks were down 117, 114. Brunson hits a 3. Then Brunson drives in a floater to make it 124, 121. And then he has the game on ice with the left-hand layup over Looney to make it 126, 123. So he scores 7 points. Right? 7? I'm bad at math. It was 114.
He had the 3 and 2 twos.
Yeah, he had 7 of the final 16 points.
So
pretty good.
Good stuff from him. Deuce McBride in his first game back was in the closing lineup.
Huge shots for Deuce, man.
Didn't play a lot. I don't think he played at all in that first quarter. It took a while for him to get inserted into the game. But, yeah, making plays on both ends of the floor, impacting winning. Something I noticed is the second quarter, they put him on Saddiq Bey, who went off in that first quarter and kind of slowed him down, shut the water off after Saddiq Bey was kind of just unloading on the Knicks there in that first quarter. Good stuff from Deuce in his first game back. Mikal Bridges quiet, but look at this, 10 assists from Mikal Bridges. So finding his teammates, even if he doesn't have it going, I mean, still efficient, 3 of 5. Again, 10 assists to 1 turnover. Good stuff from Mikal there. He's a guy who, you know what, to his credit, can impact the game without necessarily needing to score. Those are rare players in basketball. They're important players in basketball. And sometimes you wish Mikal's a little more aggressive, but 10 assists and 1 turnover, we'll take that every single night. Mohamed Diawara was the story of the first quarter for the Knicks. He finishes with 18. I believe he had 13 in that first quarter, but goes 4 of 4 from 3, 7 of 9 from the field, 18 points. Started the game.
I mean,
the Knicks have something with Mohamed Diawara. It's happening too often now where he's making positive plays. Obviously, still early in his career, but I would expect to see more and more of him as the season goes on. He has been a guy who Mike Brown trusts, as we talk about, and I just think that there's still so much potential for him there. And if he shoots the ball like this, with the physical tools he has, the defensive presence that he brings, the energy and the motor that he has, I think are also things that you can't quantify on the stat sheet that he kind of adds to that Knicks lineup as well. And obviously is comfortable playing with the starting lineup. They haven't been afraid to start him in games, playing with all their number 1 players. He's not just getting garbage time minutes. These are real big contributing minutes for Mohamed Diawara. Towns, not his strongest statistical game, but 12 rebounds, 12 points, 4 assists, no turnovers, so that's a positive from Towns. Struggled on defense and struggled with some foul trouble while being matched up against Zion Williamson. Did hit 2 of 4 from 3, and I think some of those were definitely impactful and key threes as well. I think he gave them the lead when they were tied at 106 to go to 109, so a big 3 there from Towns and some important minutes in the fourth quarter. You can say, oh, you wish he would play better on defense. I'm not expecting that from Towns anymore. It doesn't mean he still shouldn't try and still shouldn't give more effort. And we obviously both remember that double team with him and Brunson where they gave up the lane to Saddiq Bey. Not Towns' best game. Knicks still able to win, but they do probably need another big, especially with Mitchell Robinson out. You kind of felt that void tonight for the Knicks, protecting the rim and rebounding as well. They lost the rebounding battle to New Orleans. OG Anunoby, 23 points, 11 rebounds, double-double for him as well. That's at least 3 Knicks with double-doubles tonight. His shot was not falling. 1 of 8 from 3, and I believe he missed 3 or 4 straight threes from the corner to start the game. You saw him start to be more aggressive, start to attack the rim a little bit more. He was getting in there, dunking the ball, getting fouls. Really realized his shot wasn't falling and just started attacking that rim. 2 turnovers, 1 assist. You live with that from OG when you get the kind of defense you get from him. Made some big plays down the stretch as well. really seemed like they kind of really were trying to get him going in that second quarter also. That's when he kind of took over and scored the bulk of the points for the Knicks. You obviously can't have him shooting 36% from the field, 12% from three every game, but OG showed up and made some plays, and the Knicks needed him tonight.
Knicks 43 bench points tonight. 35 for New Orleans, and 26 come from Poole. So you win the bench scoring battle as well. Always something to be, I think, excited about, especially with this team and kind of the history of this team.
Yeah, Knicks have depth.
Yeah, and I think that's it. Everybody should be fired up about. OG, man, starts 0 of 5 from 3.
3 straight corner threes, I think, to start the game.
And he says, you know what? I'm going to get going downhill. And he ends the game 7 of 14 from 2. Tacking the rim, missed a baseline jumper late. But he had his mind made up. He's like, all right, I'm getting to the rim. He must have had at least 3 dunks today.
Yeah, he is one of the best players, at least the best player on the Knicks, at always finishing strong once he gets inside the paint, goes off 2, dunks things home. I rarely feel like I see him get his shot blocked, and I think I wish more players on the Knicks would do that as well instead of laying it up. I mean, how often do you feel like you see OG Anunoby take a layup? Doesn't feel like it's often.
No. We saw him go back to that move. I don't remember if it was last playoffs or the ones before, kind of the
little
rip
shoulder
through into the shoulder. I don't think it's a bad idea for everyone on this team to just watch how Jalen Brunson scores and add that to their game.
Yeah, you can pick the best parts of other players' games and add them to your own. As any athlete, obviously in basketball, there's a lot of offensive moves where you can do that with. But any athlete, that's a good way to get better. And OG has certainly, I think, offensively, he's become so much of a better player, exponentially better offensively since the Knicks acquired him. When OG got to the Knicks, I feel like he was kind of known as a 3-and-D, stand in the corner, catch, shoot, space the floor, and elite level defense. And we've seen him grow into almost a 3-level scorer, a guy who can score from all 3 levels. His 3-point, obviously shot not falling tonight, but still known as a good 3-point shooter. We've seen him hit a bunch of mid-range shots, dribble pull-ups, and like we mentioned before, he's one of the best at finishing in the paint off 2 feet once he gets in there. Does a great job of kind of playing physical when he drives the ball as well. Able to shake defenders off of him. I'm a big fan of OG Anunoby.
Agreed.
Yabusele was noteworthy tonight for some good and some bad. Did hit 3 of 4 from 3, so can this get his shot start to fall? But 2 turnovers. When you don't handle the ball that much, you don't play that much, having 2 turnovers is a bigger impact than you may think. And defensively was getting cooked a couple times. I would say an uneven performance from Yabusele. Some good, some bad, but he needs all good with the way he's played to start the season to kind of try and earn his way back into this rotation, especially when the Knicks have shown they have so many capable options on that bench. A guy like Kevin McCullough had a big game Saturday. He got some minutes today, made some nice plays. Obviously only 2 points on the stat sheet, but a guy that's starting to, again, gain the trust of head coach Mike Brown and this Knicks staff.
Yeah. Out of that timeout, got downhill, made that layup. There's a lot of mouths that deserve minutes right now. And I do think there is a fine line of having a rotation and then being too deep of the rotation. I get it. I like how nobody played 40 minutes tonight. I like how the minutes were distributed in a game in December against an 8 or 9 win Pelican team.
There's ways to do that without
I
playing
want Cole
13
to play
guys.
more than 12 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't like.
There's ways to make sure nobody plays 40 while not needing to play 12 or 13 guys.
Yeah. Like Kolek plays 12 minutes. His season average is 13. Clarkson plays 13 minutes. His season average is 20. McBride plays 18 minutes. His season average is 26.
Yeah,
So it's just like
they have a little bit of an uneven roster with some of their more proven contributors right now, and whether that's a trade or Mike Brown has to get creative with the lineups to try and balance those minutes out. I don't know, but yes, I agree. I don't think they can do what they did tonight, night in and night out. And it'll be interesting against a team that's better, like San Antonio, to see what happens. And if they still play 12 guys, I doubt it. I would imagine that goes down to 9 or 10 guys against San Antonio, a team that is one of the best in the league and should be an exciting matchup. And potentially, I don't know what the status is on Josh Hart. If he's got a chance of coming back for that game, we could have Robinson back potentially. Shamet, I doubt. Not sure what his return timetable is, but you got 3 guys who are regular rotation players out as well, and you still play 12 guys tonight. Something's got to give in these games coming up.
cool. We'll be back live on Wednesday for the game against San Antonio. I am Jules, as a wise man once said, we have Jalen Brunson and you don't. Pretty damn cool. I even find myself sometimes not cherishing, realizing, and understanding how good that dude is. I mean, that game against Atlanta, the shots he was making in the fourth quarter, I mean, there's not many people walking earth that can do what he can do. And how long have we waited? I'll answer. My entire life as a Knicks fan to have a player like that. I love Carmelo Anthony. Even in a game where Brunson doesn't play well by his standard, if you ask him, he probably says he doesn't play all that well.
Yeah.
Those in 28 and 10 with 1 turnover.
We are spoiled.
And we are spoiled. And don't let his success become normalized. Don't let his greatness become something you're immune to or expect. Like, cherish it. Facts are, it's pretty likely we never see another player in our lifetime as good as him on the Knicks. Because the last one as good as him was Patrick Ewing, and that was a lifetime.
A generation ago.
Yeah, like.
And what a luxury it is to just be able to play, by the Knicks standards, a pretty terrible game and just turn it over to Jalen Brunson in the last 5 minutes and say, go get us.
Go get us 7 points in the final 2 minutes.
I mean, not many teams in the NBA have that kind of luxury, and it's why the Knicks are – it's a big reason why the Knicks are one of the top championship contenders in the NBA.
I am Jules. He reached down into point guard hell and pulled us out. We don't have to convince ourselves that Chris Duhon or Emmanuel Mudiay or Torrey Murray or Pablo
Tony
Prigioni or Tony Douglas is
you say Mudiay?
I said Mudiay. Yeah. That Dennis Smith Jr. when we got him from the Mavs was going to be the answer. That like, don't let his success. Don't take it for granted. I remind myself that all the time because, man, there's not many people like him. I think he's a top 5 player in the league. I think he should be in the MVP discussion. And I'm thankful that we got 11 and you don't. And you don't. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be live on Wednesday. Knicks Spurs. Bring the energy. And let's go Knicks.